Hello, everyone. Welcome to a Blockbuster year. Tonight, we are talking Creature. In space, no one can tell you ripped off Alien. Let's pop in the tape. Welcome, everyone. We are back again. We were off last week. We'll probably get into that a little bit. Jay Ryan, how are you?
Hi, everybody. Brandon, I'm so happy to be back. I'm sitting somewhere else, so forgive me. I'm kind of getting situated. This may or may not work. This will either be the new spot or I will be immediately back to that before the show is over. Hi. First of all, I like your haircut. I saw it during the pre-show. You look great.
Thank you.
I'm so excited to have Steve3 back, Threve as we sometimes call him, and yeah, it's been a crazy couple weeks, and we weren't here last week, and that was my fault, and I apologize to our guest, who has been very gracious and come back today. So thank you both.
No apologies needed. I'm excited.
Welcome back to the show, Steve3, our first ever guest on a Blockbuster year. You were episode 3. We covered Clue way back 41 episodes ago.
Wow.
I called in. I said, Steve, I need you. I need one of my best friends to come on and talk about one of my favorite movies. We got to start this show off with a bang, and you were right there for me. So thank you for doing that, and I'm so happy to have you back.
Oh no,
Same.
Absolutely. As long as you can hear me, because I'm not hearing myself in there, but that's weird. But yeah, it's good to be back. Man, have you guys grown since the 3rd episode? Wow.
Yeah, Steve was making fun of me because I was loading up a slideshow, and he's like, "You do slideshows now?" I was like, "Yeah, buddy, the show's grown."
Yeah. No, but I watch it as many times as I can. It is super entertaining, guys. You've got to keep doing this stuff. It's fun.
Thank you.
It's a ton of fun to have people that enjoy these movies. And hey, guess what? For all you out there tonight, doesn't have to be a blockbuster, right, guys?
Yeah, it's a good way.
Oh, wow, yeah. Well, we've had a few of those.
Yeah, couple of blunders, a blunder year, a block blunder year.
Box blunders. Yeah, great to be
spoiler
back.
alert, I enjoyed the hell out of tonight's movie, so we're just going to say
too.
that. I really did.
I cannot wait to talk about this movie. Yeah, I'm so...
Brandon?
So Steve picked this movie. I'm so glad he picked this movie, but I also think it's a perfect movie for someone like Steve, because Steve is one of the biggest Ridley Scott's Aliens, that whole universe, one of the biggest Alien fans that I know of. Primarily, you have an incredible Aliens Colonial Marine cosplay. Your lovely wife Allie, she does Ripley from Aliens. You guys go to conventions.
Amazing,
Yes, they do an amazing job. So when you pick this and you're like, yeah, this Alien ripoff should be fun, I was like, yeah, I'd never seen it. Doing a little bit of research, like, oh yeah, this very much is like a ripoff of Alien, and I had so much fun watching this movie, so I can't wait to.
I was so worried because, like I said, you guys do great stuff on here, and you really attract everyone's attention with the movies you pick, regardless of what they are. And I watched this. No, but seriously, I watched this, and I'm like, oh no, what have I done? Because one of the movies I originally picked, I was like, I know this movie, I remember this movie, but let's do something different. And then Brandon was like, hell yeah, and I'm like, oh no, what have I done? But yeah, so hey Jay, I'm glad you enjoyed it because it's weird, right?
Yeah. I mean, we'll get into it. I think I probably was also in the right headspace for it. Like, we've had movies like this before where, the guest and Brandon talk about how fun it was, and I'm just over here, And it's probably because of, what I've gone through the last year while we've been starting this podcast. So, like, it's been a growth period, and I'm in a much better place currently. And I feel like as a kid, this is the type of movie I would have loved. I would have found it on VHS. I would have wore it out. Like Reanimator, Brandon. Like we talked about Reanimator way back when. And some of my notes are in the beginning here. This felt like Jaws, where there wasn't a lot of gore. It was very old school effects with how they were not showing the slasher stuff. by the end, it was straight up gore. I was kind of impressed. We get a little bit of both,
Yeah.
but this was a good one. I'm looking forward to Brandon's summation of it all. Like, I know what I took away. I'm looking forward to seeing. And then also, it was my first time too.
Yeah,
I'd never heard of this, let alone seen it.
I think all
None
of
of
us
us.
first time we'd ever seen this movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't choose this because it's a fate. I chose this because it looked ridiculous.
I can't believe it. I thought like, childhood favorite.
No, yeah, all of us first time ever, and it looked so intriguing, and I put it on the list, based just solely off of this cover art, this alien creature that's on the cover art and all over everything. They really
There's nothing in the movie that
cover.
looks like that, by the way.
Yeah, exactly.
There's nothing in the movie that looks like that.
The movie, not so much. We'll get into it. Before we get into the movie, Jay, do you want to sort of talk about where you were last week?
Oh, sure. Sure. Thanks for the opportunity. If you think people care. Brandon had set up did all the work for this, booked the guest. The guest everything was, and then like a day before, I said, so what would happen if I had to reschedule? Because I think we've even brought it up a couple times on this show, and we talk about it a lot on Late Night Playset, because there's a new YouTube late night talk show out for the last 6 weeks or so called Good Night with Ben Glebe. And he's a stand-up comedian, and they've been having great guests. Kevin Smith was the first guest. Mark Duplass has been on. And they're doing something neat over there, and I was really, really intrigued. And he does it out of his home, and it's right around the corner. And like, here, let me remind everybody, hello, the lights aren't on, but like, So like, I know what it's like to live inside a late night talk show. So, and then the showrunner is an old friend from The Daily Show that I used to work with, Stuart Bailey. And then we were live on the air last Friday, and lo and behold, I'm talking a lot about Rob Corddry, and I'm talking about this Good Night with Ben Glebe, and then I open up Instagram to say something to the chat, and there's an announcement that Rob Corddry is the next guest on Good Night with Ben Glebe. So I'm like, this is my dead wife putting all the little pieces together for me to go reach out to her old client and go to this new show. So that's what I did, Brandon. Sorry for the long story, but I decided, because of all of those crazy synchronicities, that I would follow this path that I felt like was being laid out, and I compromised our show, and I hated doing it.
On the sheer level of like, I know your history with Rob Corddry and Nicole and all that kind of stuff, but two, I was like, you're getting the opportunity to go to someone's house who also hosts a late night show.
The only other guy.
Yes, exactly. It's like, well,
just up the street.
Yeah,
Right.
I totally understand. So.
Yeah, and Rob was so amazingly gracious about it. He's like, let me check with the producer. And like 5 minutes later, he's like, you're in. And it was just great. The experience was fantastic. Go watch that show if you get a chance. It's Good Night with Ben Glebe, and it's episode 7 with Rob Corddry, and Kalpana Pott was there, and Jodie Sweetin was there, who is spectacular, by the way, and Ian Edwards, comedian Ian Edwards, and it was just great. So they do a show like we do, but then he does it in a house. We're in a little condo, so he's got a backyard with a pool, and that's the after show. And then there's an ashram pool house behind that for the after show. And we hung out for all of it, and it was just a blast. And I loved it so much that I talked to the producer afterwards to see how I could get involved, because this is something they're doing what I always wanted to do and what we were working towards. But as we were getting closer, Nicole got worse and worse with her health, and that didn't have a great happy ending. So it feels like this is some kind of like second wave thing that I want to help with, and so I reached out, and they're into it, and we've been having phone calls, and we're going to meet with this producer to see where I could actually fit in. But in the meantime, like, I've already been helping them with booking guests and stuff, which is cool. The only downside is that we may have to switch this show to another night, because if I have to go work at Ben Glebe, it's on Wednesdays.
Yeah. So that being said, there may be some changes to this show. We sort of talked a little bit about that last week in our show so far episode, but as this show is growing, and spoiler alert, Jay, next week's episode will be our 1 year that we've been doing this show, which is crazy.
How did that happen?
Yeah, just unbelievable how fast the year has gone by.
I can't believe we started that soon after Astoria then.
Yes. Yeah.
That's amazing. Wow.
Yeah. So,
Steve, welcome back.
Moving forward, there will be some little changes to the show, but we love doing the show and we will continue to do the show. It's just, full disclosure, this is a hobby for Jay and I. We do this because we love doing it. We love having everybody here. So, you have to.
There's no Patreon.
You have to sort of bear with us when we miss a week or have to change a day, or some pre-recorded episodes will be coming out. All this stuff. We're in the first year technically. We're still within the first year of doing the show, and there is some growing and changing. So thank you everybody. But some changes will be happening.
I maintain we still don't know what we're doing, so that sort of takes the pressure off.
Isn't that the best? Isn't that the best way though? Isn't that?
Yeah,
takes the pressure off. Yeah,
exactly. We're just
if you acknowledge it,
guys,
doing the best we can, folks.
People aren't joining you to fill their Wednesday night. They're joining you because they like the show. So I don't think it really matters when you do it. Yeah. And I think you'll find that too. So it was again, Brandon. No changes, just growth, right? So
just no changes, just growth.
Yeah.
Now all I can think is that we are putting a hole in people's Wednesday nights. I didn't consider that.
Well, they can go and watch the Your Talk Show or
true.
Say the name of it one more time. I just
Good Night with Ben Glebe.
Or they could check out past and future guest Ryan Dole's Gotham City Tonight on Wednesday. Lots of other Wednesday show.
Plenty of Wednesdays.
Plus the back catalog of a Blockbuster year, which is what I would recommend to most people.
Yeah, I mean, go and watch all of our 3+ hour episodes. You got to catch up.
The 3 to 4 hour episode ones really are best on their third listen. That's what I've found from people.
That's when you really start
the
to
4 hour, there's so much content. It takes like 3 listens of a 4 hour podcast before you get
really
it all.
Start clicking.
If this show goes for that time, I will be so impressed, guys, because I don't know what's this movie's.
Steve,
I'm.
You probably haven't gotten to listen to a tremendous amount of these, but typically the pattern is the worse the movie, the longer the show.
Yeah,
good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Well, Steve, what have you been up to since we saw you 41 episodes ago? Last week we were going to talk to you about an event you just did, and tomorrow you're heading towards doing a similar type of event. But what have you been up to?
Well, I mean, apart from doing my Saturday morning show on DL44, where I'm unboxing all my Star Wars toys with a cup of coffee in the morning at 10:30, which I've had to miss a couple of weeks for. I've actually had a dream come true for me. So I'm a big Smokey the Bandit fan, as Brandon can attest to, because it's as I met him was driving his 77 Trans Am dressed as the Bandit. So I've had something come to my front door where I now am able to go out and represent the Bandit for a group that does Smoking the Bandit appearances. Thanks to a viral LA Comic-Con skit that went out. So last week, the last time we spoke, I just got back from doing a one-day event in oh my god, where was it? It was in Oakland City, and that's in where? I can't remember. It's in the middle of nowhere. It was but the thing is, now I'm geared up for going off tomorrow to go to Ohio. So I'm going to be in Ohio and doing an event there. I get to drive the car. I get to be chased by Buford T. Justice. It's just
fantastic.
Dreams come true for me. So
Steve was telling me
Go ahead.
I was going to say, Steve was telling me before the show, a little bit about this, and the craziest thing, and we did it too. We just let Steve drive our car. These people just let Steve drive their Bandit Trans Ams because he's dressed like the Bandit. There's just something so funny to me about it. Even though we did the exact same thing, we let him drive our car. The first day I ever met Steve, he was dressed as the Bandit, and we let him drive our car.
Amazing. This guy knows what he's doing. He's got a red shirt.
It's a ton of fun.
That's what I said. He's got tight jeans and a cowboy hat. He knows what he's doing.
Jeans. It's the hat, guys. It's the hat. But
you saw the belt buckle, right?
Look at all that jade. He knows how to drive.
But the smiles it puts on people's faces is just second to none, and it's just absolutely an amazing time. It's ridiculous. I don't feel I should be there in any way, like anything I do. Why am I doing this? Why am I here? But I am having a ton of fun with it. So I'm going to do it while I can. And I'm hoping to bring more smiles and laughs.
What is it about dreams coming true lately? All sorts of really cool things are falling into place after a lot of years of crap.
Well, let's drink to that.
Cheers to that. Yeah, absolutely. Salute.
Cheers.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. But yeah, everything's been crazy and busy and fun. And I'm squeezing in the podcast where I can.
Yeah.
So the last time we were all together was Adam the Woo's memorial. Is that right? Would it
Yes.
be?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. R.I.P. Adam Woo.
Yep.
Brandon, did you see the video I sent the other day? I had a friend in town. Actually, it was Daryl. You guys, you know Daryl from Astoria. He was in town and went to visit Hollywood Forever, and he saw Estelle Getty's tombstone. Yeah. And there was one of your Circle of Goodness pins was there, and he didn't put it there. It was already there.
Oh, I didn't know that it was Daryl who did that.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, Circle of Goodness. I don't have a pin. I have all my pins are in the garage. I don't have one in here. I should get one in here. Before we get into the movie, let's say hi to the people that are here.
Yeah.
The oldies but goodies. Oh man, I can't see these.
Gal. The oldies but goodies gal.
The oldies but goodies gal. Video Power Gaming is here. Irie is here. Thank you for being here.
Hi, Irie.
Orguni and Dave.
Oh, there's a lot of people here. Jeez.
Kyle Watts, Scannon Appleby. Love to see you here. Hey, weirdos.
Hey, weirdos.
Hey, weirdos.
We talked for 2 seconds at the Chilliwack Car Show. We were loading up the cars, but glad I saw you. Who else do we got here? Surfer Girl is here. Thank you for being here.
Hi, Surfer Girl.
Oh, there's Ripley.
I love how many people
is here. Allie Williams.
Nice. So is Allie Mrs. Steve or Mrs. 3? Okay.
Yes.
I just started following her on Instagram because I didn't know that you guys did all that, and so now I'm like a big fan. Now I'm following your travels and your appearances. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Well, you're gonna have to meet. You're gonna have to meet. We have to get.
Well, I'd love to, but I'd love it if you both came and did the show. 100%. We got 2 chairs. 100%. There's 2 chairs for you. We can do it that way.
Yeah.
I am in.
Talk cosplay. Ryan Dole.
Hey.
Ryan Odell is here. I love it.
Ryan Odell. David Bird is here.
David Bird, what's up?
And is that
Rain from Astoria. She lives up in the Goondocks.
Yes, I remember Rain.
Wow.
Rain Cast, thank you for being here.
She literally lives up at the Goondocks. But, same street.
I love you guys go out to these events and you come back with more and more people every time. I love it.
Well, we got to meet a bunch of them up in Astoria.
It was the best.
A lot of people that watched the show. So thank you for watching the show.
Can I ask you, Brandon, just for a second? And I hate to interview you, but was that cool for you? I know you do improv, and I know people probably come up to you up in BC that way anyway. But down here, was that cool for you?
Oh yeah, it's awesome. It's an adjustment to people want pictures with me or want me to sign a thing. But meeting people. And even just through the BC DeLorean thing, I've been meeting people who, like a thing that I do, and even BC DeLorean and especially Blockbuster year, I'm meeting nerds, right? And those are my people,
right?
The people who want to hear somebody talk about a movie for 3 hours. Those are my people.
3 hours plus, yeah.
So it's great. My wife is making fun of me because she's like, "Who are you? People are wanting your photo now." But it's so cool. It's so awesome. I love it.
I feel the same way. I love it too. It's so fun getting to meet the people. And then they're like, "Oh, I'm some bizarre screen name," but you're their person face to face, and then you're like, "Oh, now next time when that bizarre screen name comes up that I never was able to decipher, now I have a face to go with it."
Exactly.
Cool.
Yeah.
Or I'll never forget how to pronounce Irie, because not only did we get emojis in the chat, but now we've met the person and put a face to the name, and I won't forget Irie now.
Yeah, and she sends me messages all the time. Thank you, Irie. She's going through stuff like so many people, and it's really neat to have a community where, people feel like other people have their back. And it's weird when we were a bunch of strangers a year ago.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right.
I love the community. Grateful.
Yes,
I love doing this,
them all.
Brandon. I missed a week, so I'm going to shout a lot of love.
Well, we'll be back next week. All right, let's talk about Creature. Now, postponing this show for a week, I just recently picked up this VHS tape. I got it on a family trip up in Penticton, British Columbia. A movie that I had only seen or heard of when I was making the Blockbuster year list, and went, ooh, that cover looks cool. Can't wait to check that out. Had a name or so that I had recognized in the cast, which we'll talk about. And so
Quite a few.
I just got this tape, maybe it would have been like 2 or 3 weeks before Steve picked Creature.
Whoa.
But
Did you buy it based on that it was 85, or because or both? I guess probably both. I'm guessing.
Well, I when I found it, I bought it because I wanted to have the tape to, show it for the show, because I knew we'd eventually get to it. Plus, if it ends up being hard to watch or hard to find, at least I have a physical copy and I can, watch it from there. But
you could watch it at Blockbuster while you're at work.
Exactly. But postponing the show a week. I guess I should say. So, I started watching it the night that you messaged me, Jay, about having to postpone a week, and I got 20 odd minutes in, and I text Steve, being like, "I love this." Like, I not only like I was watching.
It's me too. My first few are positive too. It's crazy.
The YouTube version that I'd sent out and the link in bio, all that stuff. I was like in. There was so much already that I was kind of like, okay, I'm really enjoying this. That I went and I tracked down the out of print Vinegar Syndrome Bluray of Creature. That came out. This is 2017 2021. 2021. Creature came out on Blu-ray, and part of the reason I wanted to find this was, one, I wanted to watch the film in the highest quality possible, because even though it's an HD version on YouTube, it's a copy, and the bit rate and just things aren't as clear as they could be. But also, this contains both versions of the movie, the theatrical version and the director's cut, which is titled The Titan Find. So I found this, and this Blu-ray is out of print, so I went to eBay right away. Ended up finding it on eBay. Turns out the person who is selling it lives in Vancouver, so I was able to actually go and pick this up. I purchased it on eBay, ended up messaging the person, found out that I was within drivable distance. They refunded my eBay order, and then I went and paid them cash and picked this up in person.
Amazing.
It was
fantastic.
Yeah. And I am so happy that I own this movie now. I've watched all the special features. I've watched the commentary on it, both versions of the movie. So I cannot wait to get deeper into it.
I'm slightly jealous. I am slightly jealous because I know you said, "Oh, I've got the VHS," and I went out and got the DVD because watching it on YouTube was seriously frustrating. Like, for as semi-terrible a movie it is, I didn't want to watch it on YouTube anymore. They were putting it into black and white for all
whenever
the gore
there was
scenes.
Gore. Yeah,
they were blurring out anything that had skin on it. And I'm not saying I was after the skin. I wasn't after the skin, or but
I was surprised at the skin.
It was taking it away for what the movie was. So I went out and got the DVD, and Brandon was like, "Where'd you get the DVD?" And I just got it online. Yeah. And the next thing, there he is with his 4K beauty.
Well, 4K scan. It is only a Blu-ray. They didn't put it out on 4K, but it is a 4K scan of the
it looks amazing.
Original camera negative. It does look amazing, I will say.
So just since we're sharing, I ended up watching it on Tubi, and I was taken with how insanely good it looks, so I must have seen that. I must have seen what you watched, right?
I should have checked to see
because it was. I thought it was 4K. It's probably HD, like you said. Maybe scanned in 4K, but it was crystal clear. And while it was amazing. The only fallback I would say was that the auto track was It might have been stereo, but it almost sounded mono, which was fine because the visual was so good and the movie didn't really need, there's only a couple jump scares and stuff. But
because even on the DVD, it was so dark. They filmed it so dark.
No.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. What I saw was crystal clear and beautiful.
Really?
Yeah. Tubi for free. And it is available on Apple TV, but it was $12.99. I'm going to wait till it's on sale, but I'm going to buy it because I'll watch this movie again.
Yeah. Well, not to like bury the lead or anything, but the whole time I was like, this needs to be seen in front of an audience. Like,
it'd be way more. It's so campy.
It's so much fun. And there is a type of movie that, it's so bad it's good. Like this is prime for like midnight movie, repertory theater, like playing this with a big crowd and everybody is like laughing and yelling at the screen.
If they were to play
this movie,
if they were to play this at Vidiots, I would be there in an instant because everyone that was there in that old movie theater is there for one reason, which is to appreciate and do this. And it would be almost, I feel like doing the Rocky Horror, Shadow.
That's absolutely. That's what was coming to mind for me too. There's a weird unevenness to the quality of this movie. Like the dialogue, the direction is, I would say, piss poor, deplorable. But somehow, like the storyline, the story, and the production design, and the prop elements, and the fucking wardrobe, and all the spacesuits, and all of that stuff, the world building that you love so much, Brandon. I loved it.
I know.
I loved it.
I know.
Yep.
And
I was drawn in. And all the campiness worked to its favor for me, almost like they were making fun of the Hitchcock suspense, and music tracks and stuff. I loved it.
But the thing that got me was every single helmet had its own tone for ceiling. I don't know if you noticed that. That's one thing I noticed. Every time they put the helmet on, it made a tone. But everyone's helmet made a different tone.
Had their own.
I didn't notice the difference.
That.
Steve, were you distracted by another sound effect that appears multiple times through the movie?
Multiple sound effect. Can I say it, or do you want to do it?
Yes, of course. No, go ahead.
So the first thing that blew me away was that when they were coming into land, as they come into land on the planet, they have to switch on one of their tracking devices, and it's a TIE fighter shooting its laser. You hear the TIE fighter coming in, right? It's like and then every single time a door opens and closes, they didn't steal it from Star Trek. Every single time a door opens and closes, it's an E11 blaster from Star Wars.
Yes.
So it sounds to me in my brain, because like
there's a gunfire coming.
I kind of Star Wars, unlike Brandon. Like I'm thinking, who's shooting who? Every time a door opens, someone's being shot.
What's funny about the blaster sound effect is, I noticed it the first time at the very beginning of the movie. The spaceship is about to land on the Titan, Titan, the planet, the moon that they're exploring. That's the first time that sound effect appears, is when they cut to the outside of the spaceship and it's approaching Titan.
And it's the TIE fighter sound effect.
And then after that, it's every single time the door opens is that blaster effect. So I had the exact same thing. Every single time the door opened, I was thinking, oh, someone fired a gun. Like someone... But it's not a Star Wars sound effect. It's just a creature.
This is 85, so we're 2 years after the third Star Wars, right? At the time, the final Star Wars. So it's like a very obvious rip. I didn't pick up on it, obviously, not being a Star Wars guy. But
obvious.
That's amazing.
That's
amazing.
Very distracting is the only way I can describe it.
More distracting than the naked lady, the naked zombie who takes her clothes off. Yeah. Or maybe not as distracting. I don't know.
I have notes about that because it did surprise me.
All right.
I had a note somewhere that said something you never sleep with the dead lady. Like whatever the dead, whatever, when she comes back. Like, that's just a bad move.
Something is going on if she's naked outside on that planet's atmosphere.
But here's the thing, though. Hear me out. If we're gonna go there now, hear me out on this one. So let's say, for example, we were to make this again. Okay. Now, he's already surprised that his love has come back to life and is banging on the door, right? So he goes out there and he's thinking, is this to be true? And then she gets the time to take her spacesuit off, and he doesn't even click that could be weird. But let's say, for example, she was trying to seduce him. The thing that would have worked for me is if when
she literally says "fuck me."
No, that's before any of this.
Okay.
That's before any of this. This is
you're right. Okay, you're right. Okay.
So It would have worked for me, honestly. It would have worked for me if, at the time of her laying on top of him and planting all those, kisses, if she'd have transferred that bug into him to take him over, that would have made sense for me. But none of it made sense. It was just titillation galore for the 80s, fully naked lady, and then she places it on him. But yeah.
Well, so the naked woman we're talking about is Marie Laurent. She plays Susan in the film. She's a French-Canadian actress, and that was her idea. She thought that the character should be naked to seduce John Fennell, her partner.
Wow.
So that was fully her. And
to which everyone replied, "Sure."
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, what a great choice.
We'll do one that way. All right, let's do one her way. Sure. Everybody, we're going again.
Okay. So Preacher is written and directed by William Malone. He doesn't have a ton of credits. He directed the Freddy TV show, Freddy's Nightmare. He did 3 episodes.
Well, that wasn't great. That wasn't great.
He did 2 episodes
Big
of
Nightmare
Tales
fan.
of the Crypt. He
That
made
was great.
The remake of House on Haunted Hill in 1999, which I've never seen.
I love that movie.
Okay,
I love that movie.
Same
That's
director.
a fun guilty pleasure. Oh, that's a fun one, Brandon. You'll like it.
Yeah.
Like this.
And he has an episode
Perfect.
of Masters of Horror, which he's done. He also famously worked at Dawn Post Studios. Dawn Post Studios were the makers of Halloween masks, and primarily the Dawn Post Studios and William Malone worked on the Captain Kirk Star Trek mask from Dawn Post Studios, which, if people don't know, was famously repurposed into Michael Myers' mask from Halloween.
Wow.
They cut the eye holes a little bit bigger, removed the sideburns, and painted it white. And
They sprayed
Captain
it white,
Kirk is Michael Myers. So William Malone made that original Captain Kirk mask for Dawn Post Studios, which is pretty cool.
Let's go back in time for a moment and go, okay, at some point, William Shatner or his people licensed this deal to Dawn Post, right? To do a Captain Kirk mask or whatever.
Yeah,
the
and
fuck.
there's a
do they not? Oh, there is. Okay, so then they had to. They had to license all this. So everybody's getting a couple bucks off this thing.
Yes.
Now, then what happens when someone takes a licensed item, repurposes a little bit? Does the repurpose make it art, and now we're no longer having to do the license? Or now, does every Michael Myers mask technically, while they probably don't do it, owe a royalty to Mr. William Shatner?
Well, so the legend with the Halloween mask is that those Captain Kirk masks did not sell. So they were in the discount bins at the store where the production.
Just go grab a bunch.
Yeah, they bought a bunch of these discounted Kirk masks, and like I said, changed them, cut the eyes out, painted them. So maybe the repurposing of them. And if you don't know that it's Kirk, I don't think that you would see it. But once you know that it's supposed to be William Shatner, Captain Kirk with those cheekbones, you're like, I will never not see Captain Kirk in the Halloween franchise.
James Tiberius.
Yes. The other interesting thing about William Malone is that he is a big fan of sci-fi and cinema. And he is a collector of props. Primarily, he loves the film Forbidden Planet.
Oh, no shit.
Yes, the
classic
1956 film starring a serious Leslie Nielsen. This is when Leslie Nielsen was a young hottie before all the Frank Drebin, Airplane, Zucker days. Leslie Nielsen was a quote-unquote serious actor. And Forbidden Planet is a super fun movie. Gave us the character Robbie the Robot, which became a cultural phenomenon and appeared in so many TV shows, and that it's funny. It's funny that this sci-fi movie created this robot character, which if I should have pulled up a photo of Robbie, but it's so iconic. He's got the glass dome head, rubber arms. It's a guy in a suit, and the character just went on to appear in like contemporary sitcoms at the time and was like, making appearances everywhere. Anyway, William Malone owns one of the original Robbie the Robots from Forbidden Planet, but he also owns a bunch of other props and pieces, which one of them made their way into Creature, which
opening scene.
The opening scene? There's Robbie the Robot.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe it was in the opening scene. It was a hatch, wasn't it?
Oh, yes. Technically, it's in the opening scene, but you see it the most when the crew comes to Titan, and they are finding the laboratory where that opening scene took place, when that guy gets killed up the butt by whatever sort of creatures in the egg. Side note, kind of a cool kill to be like a shot on a helmet that just gets filled with blood. That's pretty cool. Yeah. But when you think about it, okay, how'd the alien creature get inside him? It has to go through one orifice to get up to the head. Anyway,
I thought it touched his hand as he was leaning next to it. I never thought it went up his.
No, maybe it does, but I think it went.
You're right, because then he's vomiting blood.
Yes.
Yeah. In one end and out the other works the other way around as well.
Exactly.
Oh,
Human
my
beings
God.
are donuts, I always
Nope.
say.
That did not occur to me.
So
he's the first kill.
He's the first kill. It's cool. It's a cool kill. When the crew,
but that whole setup is hilarious to me. Why don't you go over here? Oh, I really don't want to. No, it'll be fine. Oh, why don't you sit on it? I really don't want to. Oh, no, it'll be fine.
Well, that reminded me of Jaws too, though. Jay.
Exactly.
You said when you first
yes.
He said, "Go and stand
I need
over
a
there."
photo for scale. Yes.
Very much. Same thing. Yeah.
It's basically the same dialogue from Jaws. When Hooper's trying to get Brody to go and stand out on the whatever you call it, the
transom.
The bow. Is transom? Is that
the transom is in the back. You're right though. Whatever that thing is.
Extending past the bow, whatever. Yeah, he needs a photo for scale.
Yeah.
It basically says the same thing, and there's lots of other references to pop culture in this film. So I fully believe that is William Malone referencing Jaws in this movie. But when the crew comes back and they find all the dead bodies, they find the empty capsules, they turn on the power by activating this little weird circular switch. Well, that weird circular switch is a screen-used prop from Forbidden Planet that William Malone owned and put in the movie as a reference. Here is
whoa!
That's what the prop looked like, and then here it is on the Forbidden Planet.
My God!
So it's
that's
a little lever.
Crazy.
I think they refer to it as like a lock, like it's like a locking mechanism for a futuristic space door or whatever. But
I think it opens up that door up the stairs there, right?
Exactly.
In the movie, right? So it's like the code to get in the safe.
Yes. So William Malone owns that piece, and he hid it in Creature,
amazing.
Much like we talked about Joe Dante hiding
Rosebud.
the Rosebud Citizen Kane sled in his films. And a film that I did watch because there is a actress in Creature that appears in a Joe Dante film. I did spot the Citizen Kane sled in The Burbs as well, and we'll talk about The Burbs in a little bit. But yeah,
awesome.
So William Malone is just a big fan of movies, and got the opportunity to put in these references, put in his own props.
He also put in his own reference as well, which you probably have.
Which one?
Of, right? The book that she's reading.
Yes. Yeah. So Beth, Wendy Shaw, she's reading a book called Scared to Death on her and Commander Mike Davidson. They have that scene, and he says, why do you keep reading the same book over and over again? It's the only one she brought. Well, that book is a fake book, which is a reference to William Malone's first film that he made, Scared to Death.
Yeah. Funny.
Another very, very cheap horror movie, but yeah, that's not a real book.
Well,
not a real novelization. It's just a reference to his own film.
And I'm going, my producer brain kicks in here, and every production meeting I've ever had, and it's, do we want to clear a real product or should we just make one? Let's just make it. And then it just becomes, okay, what do we use? And then that's how things get on marquees and movies and little secret jokes for the production designer and people's wives and things like that. It strikes me as something like that versus solely out of ego.
I don't think
it was a cost-cutting measure.
I think it's just sort of, it's just another reference, right? It's just a tongue-in-cheek. It's fun for them.
But it does feature quite heavily when you think about it, though, because it's at the end of the movie too. And again, I don't want to take you out of sync, but they do feature it again at the end for no reason whatsoever, because it wasn't really a bonding session for her to grab her a book, but that's how it ends.
No. I also didn't believe Simone wasn't going to be. I thought she was going to be rotten in the end. I felt we'll talk. We'll get that. We'll get to that.
We'll get there. All right. So, Creature, directed by William Malone, but it is written by William Malone and his co-writer, credited as Alan Reed. Now, that is a pseudonym. It's not a real person. Alan Reed is actually a guy named Rob Short, who was William Malone's co-writer on Scared to Death, the previous film. And I don't know the reason why he doesn't have his name on Creature, but Rob Short is actually a special effects guy. And he is Academy Award winning because he worked on E.T.
Wow.
He also worked on Beetlejuice, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Chopping Mall, super fun film, Alligator, just a lot of classics. So, like I said, I don't know why he didn't is credited under a pseudonym, but Rob Short is the co-writer.
I would guess it would be a choice, right? I mean, it doesn't often happen. They don't take your credit away and give you another one, so I'm guessing it could be an Alan Smithy type situation that directors have. They have that option to sort of opt out of having their name on a project, or used to anyway.
Maybe it's because he worked on all those other movies. He's like, I'll help you, but please put me down as this name.
Special thanks is fine, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense if you are a special effects professional in the industry working on big movies, and somebody hears that you wrote this special effects movie Creature and they go and check it out. Maybe they would put some judgment on your caliber of special effects, even though him being a writer actually has nothing to do with him doing this effects for the movie, but
it still somehow hurts the metrics, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Produced by Moshe Diamant for Transworld Entertainment. The only reason I bring this up is because Transworld Entertainment has made one of my favorite movies, Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Oh my God.
Is a Transworld Entertainment original film.
Wow.
Also,
that's a deep cut.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that in 30 years.
Hard Target. And a lot of other Van Damme movies.
Yeah,
and the reason
Van Damme sponsors, man.
Yeah, the reason I bring this up is because I hadn't seen this movie until I was hanging out with Steve, Ryan, and Paul, all past and future guests of the show, and they were like, how have you not seen Hard Target? It's awesome. And you guys had just watched it the night before, and you were like, well, do you want to watch it? Because we'll watch it again. And so they all watched it the next day, and I watched Hard Target, and this movie rules.
Really?
This movie is so funny. If people have ever seen the clip of Van Damme catching a snake out of the tree and killing it, that's what and he punches the snake. That's Hard Target. Wilford Brimley plays a
what? Fill it to the rim with brim.
To the rim with brim, and he's doing a Creole accent because it all takes place in New Orleans.
Oh my God, he's Cajun. Wilford Brimley.
Lance
we won't get any older, and we won't ever die.
Is the bad guy? Oh, this movie rules. Hard Target, Van Damme.
Wow.
Produced by the same producer as Creature, and then the last one here is another Van Damme movie, but this movie is so bad Double Team, starring Dennis Rodman and Jean-Claude Van Damme. This movie is just insane.
Did they use the same picture
Brandon,
of Van Damme in everything and just put a different weapon in his hand? Like,
yeah, I think so. It's all CGI back then. Brandon, can you make yourself big and hold that up? I want to see exactly what the discount price was. Was it $1.99? Is that what I saw there?
$1.99.
Yeah, $1.99 Canadian.
Yeah. Double Team on DVD.
50 cents.
Jean-Claude Van Damme and Dennis Rodman team up as world-class counter-terrorists and as flamboyant but deadly weapons dealer in this explosive action-adventure thriller. Terrible movie, but so much fun.
You overpaid.
Just a bunch of fun, campy, bad, good movies from the Transworld Entertainment team. Lots of Van Damme. Lots of Van Damme from them.
Brandon, I wasn't going to bring this up, but I've been trying to figure out when I should tell you. You know, we talked about Canon Films quite a bit.
Yep.
It turns out that my friend and business partner who helps me with a lot of things, he owns the movie cars and stuff.
Yeah.
He was the financier. He was the guy who put that shit. Remember, we're always talking about how it was it's tax shelters and whatever the fuck back in the 80s or whatever. Yep. It's my friend.
So he worked for Canon, is what you're saying?
No, they were the financiers. It was him. That was them. It was their
Canon.
Yeah, I think they financed all of the Canon films. They were the ones that we talked about who had ways of shooting things out of the country and all of that.
Okay, we'll talk about like the two guys, like the brothers, Greek brothers.
I don't know, but I know that he was the one. They were the ones who financed the First Blood and all of those movies that we have talked about on the show. Yeah. That you brought up. I didn't even know what Canon was until you brought it up, and then we were in a meeting the other day, and then he brought it up about those movies, and I was like, "You mean all the Canon films?" He's like, "Yeah, we were the fucking shelter for all that stuff."
Canon,
the financier. He did film financing previously, so.
Yeah,
I know.
The only reason I asked is because there's I think there's 3 different chapters, we'll call them, of Canon. Right. Okay. There's a first version of it, and then there is the not Greek, Israeli brothers. Okay. That kind of exploded Canon, and then they sold it to, I believe, a third company in the late 90s, which continued the Canon name.
Gotcha. So I don't know where they fit it, but I will investigate and get back to you. I was just blown away that he had a part in it because we've done some of those movies.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a second Canon Films documentary that I haven't watched called The Go-Go Boys, which is done by the 2 Israeli brothers who ran Canon Films. And I think I talked about it, how they put out their own documentary 3 months before the Canon Films documentary.
I forgot. You did talk about that.
Yes. And they rushed their documentary out before the other one could. Once they found out that the other one was getting made, they rushed theirs
to try to beat the story.
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, hilarious. That is the King Solomon's Mine episode. That's what we were talking about Canon Films. So
it made me think of it the moment I saw Transworld Pictures or whatever this was. It also made me think of Airplane.
Yeah, well,
Transglobal.
maybe you're thinking of New World Pictures, which we also talked about recently, because New World was the distributor for Godzilla 1985. So that could have been on the top of your mind as well.
True. But also, wasn't this, didn't you say it was? It was a Transworld.
Transworld.
So this is Transworld Entertainment.
Right.
Yes. Roger Corman's production and distribution company was called New World Pictures.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But in this country, we had an airline called Transworld Airline. It was TWA.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh. That's what Airplane was based on, and Transglobal and all that
TWA.
For years and years.
Wow.
Yeah. You've seen Catch Me If You Can, can't you? Haven't you? That whole mid-century aesthetic, that was all TWA.
Yeah. Okay, I just didn't catch or remember the name of the airline.
Yeah. Because in the 80s, the American plane, the white planes with the red stripe, they were all TWA.
So in Catch Me If You Can, is it the same name? Okay, so maybe because we don't have
and
that.
Pan Am, they do a bunch, yeah.
Pan Am, I know. Pan Am is like is classic.
Oh, Pan Am.
Yeah,
I remember.
Pan Am.
I remember TWA.
I know those
if you had simply said Pan Am.
Yes. Pan Am, I know. They made a TV show on Pan Am. I know Pan Am.
Oh man, that was such a fucking near miss. I still am so disappointed in that. What an opportunity. That could have been so good.
Costumes are great. You know, much like what would it be?
Have you seen the show?
No, never. I've only seen the advertisement.
Starts so strong, and then like in the first few episodes, it just fucking falls apart. It's terrible. It's such a shame. You would love it in the beginning.
Yeah. Okay, Creature stars Stan Ivor, who I guess is most famous probably for being on Little House on the Prairie, 19 episodes of Little House on the Prairie. I did see that he was on another show, Jay. He was on 3 episodes of The Practice.
Mm-hmm.
Season 2,
I recognized him too.
Season 1. And then for me, he's in the movie Ed. Do you guys know the movie Ed?
Yeah. You mean the one with Matthew McConaughey?
Matt LeBlanc.
Oh, no, I don't.
Ed is an ape.
I'm thinking Ed
movie.
TV or whatever that fucking
You're thinking
is.
Ed TV, yes.
Ed TV, yeah.
The
baseball movie, no. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
1996's Matt LeBlanc plays baseball with a monkey. One of those
1996 is season 3 of Friends. He did not have to take that job.
One of those movies that my grandma had, and I watched a lot. Now, I haven't watched it in recently by any means, but the cover is, I just remember it's Matt LeBlanc on the pitcher's mound, and he's like high-fiving a monkey that's like jumping up in the air.
Wow.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, of course.
Is there a chance that movie was shot in like 93 and then shelved because it was so bad, and then they released it based on the success of Friends that started in 94? Because I don't know why he would do that movie in season 3 of Friends.
Keep an eye out for a blockbuster year 1996 when we're going to cover Ed.
Got it.
and we'll
Copy that.
We'll answer that question when we get to 96 at some point.
Handled, Brandon. Well handled.
I thought you were going to reference that amazing movie that was Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man, because he was in that too.
Yes, he is in that. I've never
Love
seen
that one.
I've never seen that.
Classic.
Good. It's up there with Tango and Cash.
Is it like Nick Nolte? Is that?
No, it's the other one. It's the wrestler from 9.5 Weeks. Mickey Rourke.
Mickey Rourke. Yeah, Mickey Rourke.
Mickey Rourke.
Yeah.
Is it Mickey Rourke? Who is it now? Is it Mickey Rourke and Dennis? No, not Dennis Hopper. Am I thinking Easy Rider?
Don Johnson.
That's Easy Rider. It's Don Johnson, yeah.
Don Johnson.
Oh, Don Johnson. Okay, that makes sense. Mickey Rourke and Don Johnson.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Studley Muffins.
Good looking guys. Yeah. At the peak of their shit too, like 1990 or whatever. They were good looking.
Yeah.
Anyway.
He does a good job. I mean, our 3 I would say our 3 leads are Commander Mike Davidson, Stan Ivor, and Beth, Wendy Shaw, who actually is pretty good in this movie. I really liked her.
I feel like the writing depended on sometimes she is the just absolutely worthless in a scene, and then sometimes she is the only one in the room who can save the day. And I found that a little bit uneven, but okay.
Yeah. I thought she was great, for again, all things considered, for what she's dealing with. Now, maybe what I'm bringing to it is my love for the Burbs. So Wendy Shaw is Rumsfeld's wife in the Burbs.
Mrs. Rumsfeld.
And she
No tan lines this morning.
Yeah. She is also Phil Hartman's wife in Small Soldiers.
Yeah.
Small Soldiers, one of my favorite movies of all time.
Such a good movie.
The Burbs. I mean, these are both Joe Dante movies. Actually, all 3 of these are Joe Dante movies, because the other movie she's in is Inner Space. With Dennis Quaid and Martin Short. All 3 Joe Dante films, which I actually just rewatched. So I just got this new 4K Arrow video of Inner Space.
Whoa.
Looks the best I've ever seen it. And part of the reason I bought this is because I realized the only version of Inner Space I had was a VHS copy. So the last time I had actually watched Inner Space was on VHS. And I had seen maybe bits and pieces on TV here and there. But going from VHS to a 4K restoration transfer is insane.
Well, you're seeing so much more picture too. Like your sides were lopped off.
Exactly, 4:3 to now 16:9.
So how did that stand up for the special effects on it though? Because one of the
So
beauties of watching it on
good.
VHS is that it works, right?
And
Yeah,
Steve,
it's true.
Steve, do you know who did the special effects for Inner Space?
I don't. I reviewed this movie not too long ago, and I don't
Okay.
remember.
Legendary ILM alum Dennis Muren.
Dennis Muren. Ah.
So Dennis
Yeah.
Muren, who was the lead on E.T. And Jurassic Park, is the guy who did the
Legend.
special effects for Inner Space. This movie rules.
Yeah.
I've
It was one of Nicole's favorites, by the way. She loved that movie.
Great.
Yeah,
I've
it's a great
always
movie.
loved Fantastic Voyage.
Me too. Love that one.
The greatest episode of Magic School Bus is the one where Miss Frizzle and the kids go inside Arnold's body. There's just Osmosis Jones. I also like. I've always loved
That one's a little rougher.
There's just something so entertaining about like a little guy floating around a human body, and then the fact
Or the
that
whole spaceship.
the whole spaceship.
Awesome.
But the fact that the human body in this one is Martin Short, just doing all of his Martin Short things.
He was great in it. He was so good.
So good.
So good in it.
And
Did you ever see the Archer episode where they kind of rip Inner Space off? Did you Archer
probably?
watchers?
I never
but that's
finished
funny.
Archer.
Me neither.
I saw most of Archer.
Yeah, you have
Strong
to go
first
right
season.
to the end because they do some really good episodes, but they do the Inner Space thing, and the end of it is brutal. It's so good. So good.
Yeah, and Wendy Shaw works at the grocery store that Martin Short works in. She's got a little bit more to do in The Burbs, and she's wonderful in The Burbs. And I think most people might not know this, but she has done 399 episodes of American Dad as Francine. As the wife on American Dad. So it was just so I really loved seeing her in this cheap, campy 85 space movie. I loved it.
She was
And
also
heavily
in Batteries
featured.
Not Included.
Heavily featured.
Yes, and Batteries Not Included, which I haven't seen, and one
Another
day I will
favorite
write that
movie of
wrong.
mine.
Thank
Love
you,
that
Steve. Thank you. Brad Bird. Spielberg produced. Come on, Brandon, get in it. He did buy it, though. He did buy it.
I have the DVD now. I
finally bought it.
will watch it.
Brandon, it's a beautiful movie. We wouldn't steer you wrong. You're going to love it.
It's right over there.
It's a beautiful movie.
Yeah.
Who doesn't
won't
love
like it
senior
with Joy.
citizens in a fun alien movie?
Well, if you love Cocoon, you have to watch Batteries Not Included.
He liked Cocoon. I think he liked
liked
Cocoon.
Cocoon.
Oh,
Yeah, I love
yeah,
Cocoon.
another thing I'm angry with you guys for, because I went straight out when I found out that you couldn't get it. I went straight out and I found it on VHS sealed, and then I found it on DVD so I could watch it again.
Whoa.
Have you checked
Thanks,
in?
Blockbuster year.
Have you checked into the pool since you picked it up?
Yeah, I'm not.
That's
that
why he's
old.
smiling. He's so spry.
Not that old. Great movie. Love it. Anyway.
Yeah, it's fine.
No, you're going to love the other one, though. Batteries Not Included. It's adorable. What a good story. Beautiful story.
And then I guess our last sort of lead, Lyman Ward, Commander David Perkins. Now, I think everybody knows him as Ferris Bueller's dad, right?
He's done a lot of stuff. Not another
He's done
teen
a lot
movie
of
and stuff,
stuff,
but he's Save Ferris.
He's Mr. Bueller.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that Lyman Ward met Ferris Bueller's mom on that set, and they got married in real life? Did you guys know that?
Nope.
No way.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
I think they were.
So
married
Ferris Bueller's parents are really married.
Not anymore. I think they divorced about 10 years or so later, but they met on Ferris Bueller, got married after Ferris Bueller, and were together for a number of years.
Did they have children?
I don't know.
Because that would mean there is actually a Ferris Bueller out
There's
there.
actually,
Right.
for the sequel.
Oh,
Probably still blaming himself for his parents' divorce. Yep, that's right.
He was also on one episode of The Practice, Jay.
Yeah, everybody was. Nicole used to make that joke too, because I could say that about literally any actor. We had so many guest cast, and they were all spectacular. How many times do I bring that show up on this show? I'll be like, oh, I worked with them on The fucking Practice.
Well, the reason I like that you bring it up is because so many people worked on the practice. So it's like it's
Wendy Shaw, I'm pretty sure was on the practice too, by the way.
Oh, maybe
I'm almost positive because I was excited to meet her.
Lyman Ward also is in the beginning of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. He's Steve Martin's co-worker. So these are, I mean, I guess that's 2 years away. Ferris Bueller is the next year, 1986. But
that guy was in a lot of movies during that period, though, right? Like, I feel like I saw him in a half dozen movies. Yeah.
It's just so interesting to see these faces that I know from other films that I love in a different part of their career. You know, the earlier stages where they are agreeing to do these low budget, you know, indie films that are shooting all entirely in one warehouse. The entirety of this movie is shot in one warehouse in Burbank somewhere near the airport, they said.
Doesn't surprise me.
I mean,
blocks
you could
from
see
where
it,
we're
though.
sitting.
Yeah, the first opening scene, I don't know about you guys, but I just couldn't. It took me right. I knew it was in a room. And with the lightning coming through the windows, you could just tell it was, you could just tell.
Yeah.
Like, I know it had the Forbidden Planet prop, but come on.
Everything about this movie sort of felt like very summer stock theater to me. I felt like they snuck in to use somebody else's sets or something else.
Well,
it just was sort of like the B team low budge. Yeah.
It was all
I believe it.
Created for the film. In fact, they used Roger Corman's production team to get things done on the cheap. So maybe in that sense, you know, the Roger Corman method, Roger Corman would famously use sets from other movies, even his own movies, and just, you know, flip things around or
repurpose.
You know, repurpose them. So maybe in that regard, maybe it is some other set that's just, you know, they changed the panels around or painted the room a different shade of white, you know, not to rip off any other interior white ships of famous movies, famous alien movies.
It looked like they watched every sci-fi movie with an alien ship and just like, okay, use the thing like that, use the thing like that. It was just a hodgepodge of all of the tropes.
The thing that I kept thinking was all of the exteriors of the ships and the spacesuits all felt very 2001: A Space Odyssey. All the interiors felt very Ridley Scott's Alien. Right? Because famously in Alien, their sort of like common room, you know, where the big chest burster scene happens, everything's white in that room.
Same as the cryo chamber.
Yeah. In this movie, the first time we meet the crew, they're all sort of in that common room. Everything is white. And it has
padded.
Padded. That's the other thing is Alien also feels very padded. So that interior of the ship feels so much like Alien.
Yeah.
The thing I couldn't think of with Ferris's dad was Nightmare 2. He was in Nightmare 2, which we did on this show.
I mentioned that, yeah.
Oh, shit, I missed it. Sorry, buddy.
It's all good.
He's also credited as being in Independence Day, but I've just watched that. But I can't picture him what he was.
One of the Secret Service agents.
Yes, he's just an FBI agent. That's But he's there.
He probably had a line, but it got cut, I would imagine, because he's just there.
But that face was there again, man.
Yeah, he was
there.
But Ferris Bueller's dad was there.
Yeah.
And like every TV show from the 80s, too, from Matlock to fucking Magnum.
A lot of these people, they cut their teeth on one episodes of all
Murder,
of
She
those
Wrote.
Classic, Murder, She Wrote, the A-Teams, the Knight Riders, all that stuff. What was I saying? Oh, the spacesuits themselves, the helmets were like 100% 2001. Like the shape of that helmet is exactly the 2001 with the backpack and everything.
Yep. Loved it. I loved the production design of this. Even the cheesiness, I loved it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it worked. And the other thing as well, we didn't have glaring lights on the faces because obviously we have illumination on most spacesuit helmets, so you can see the actors' faces.
That's literally what I was going to bring up next because It's one of those tropes that I hate. I hate
Me
when
too.
they have lights inside the helmet
Pointing at the actor,
pointing at the actors to light their face, because we all have like had a light shine in our eye. Could you imagine being in a spacesuit? You're on a planet and you're trying to see where you're walking, and you have these lights shooting in your eye. Like, it's so unreal.
It's beyond that. Like, yeah, that's one factor, but also all they're doing is creating a reflection on the inside if you light the inside. So they can't, literally like a scrim, you can't see out of it.
Yeah. And yet in movies, we continue to put lights inside the helmet to light our actors.
What's the first one that you can think of? I have an idea, but I don't know if I'm right. The first one where you could, the first movie where there were like lights inside the thing. I don't know if they did that in Alien in those ones. Did they?
2001 they did, right? 2001.
Oh, fuck, really? Oh, shit.
Yeah,
well, then I'm way off. Never mind.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
I remember, honestly.
For me, it was The Abyss. That's the first time I ever saw it.
Yeah.
I think one of the most egregious ones is actually Prometheus. For some reason.
Oh, awful! Awful!
I defend Prometheus as a film, but I remember seeing it for the first time being like, those lights in their helmets are so bright.
Yeah.
Like, it's so like above them, so bright above them on their face.
I totally agree with you, man.
Battlestar Galactica as well, the TV show and the movie, I guess. They had lights in their helmet. Yeah, they had lights.
Well, I remember the woof, 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 woof.
No, but the
Cylon?
The Egyptian helmets that they wore in the Vipers, they had lights in them, right?
Oh, right, okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
It's just one of those things that, like, I understand from a filmmaking practical side, we need to light our actors' faces, and we can't really put lights on the outside because then it just creates a reflection.
It's the opposite problem, right?
Yes, on the outside, and then we can't see their faces anymore. But it's just one of those things that I can suspend my disbelief usually very well. But that's the one thing that whenever I see it, I go, nah, doesn't work for me.
But they did a good job with these suits. They did do a good job with these suits. To the protection armor they had the shoulder pads, and everything we've seen in Alien and other. They did a good job with it working.
They're actually a bit more streamlined than the Alien suits, because the Alien suits are actually like quite big and very puffy and cumbersome. Yeah. They almost look like deep sea diver suits,
which you would imagine Alien. You need in a non-atmospheric
pressure, a non-pressurized.
Yeah.
Did you
thought of it like that? Oh my god!
Did you all notice? Did you notice the application of duct tape? Quite a bit of duct tape.
Duct tape.
Yes,
with a T.
Duct tape, especially when Wendy Shaw was on the ground, and you could see it was all around here and up here. It was all, I mean, in plain as day, duct tape.
Oh man,
made me think Mythbusters would be pretty proud.
I'm gonna
pick holes in it. The gap between the gloves and the actual suit was very distracting for me too.
Yeah, that's not a good seal.
Oh my god, I loved the awkwardness of them having to take their helmets on and off, because some of them had to like turn it sideways to get it off, and then they couldn't like get it on perfectly. You know, they don't have.
It was pretty good though. It was pretty good. It was pretty good, and he had that noise to go with it to distract him a little bit, right? So. Yeah, I was impressed with the helmet removal and putting back on. I thought it was rather good.
Robert Jaffe plays John Fennell. Not a lot of credits other than he's the writer and producer of Motel Hell, which is a movie I've seen the poster of many, many times but never seen.
Same here. The box. I almost rented it so many times as a kid, but I don't think I ever did.
And he's the writer and producer of a film in 1987 called Night Flyers, which he co-wrote with George R.R. Martin of Game of Thrones fame.
Wow.
Which might have to check that out.
His voice was distracting for me. He reminded me of a very like California Valley guy, you know, the Valley.
Yeah.
You know the skit from SNL when they're talking about which road, the Californians.
Yeah.
And
what are you doing here?
Exactly.
Stuart, what are you doing here?
But he did say that when he walked into the room and he asked her what she was doing there because she was supposed to be in the observation tower.
So
that guy sounded like somebody else to me the whole time, and I couldn't place it. It was never him though.
It's the Californians.
Right. I think you're right.
The so bad it's good aspect of this movie, a big part of it was the first two scenes between John and Susan. So when they're like in his like weird little like view hangout thing, and they get busy, that dialogue,
terrible.
Okay, when I was watching it, I was like, this movie looks like it's a porno. Like, this is the.
But it pretty much was at that point.
And then that scene happened. I was like, oh, this is a porno.
Well, that was weird.
And First of all, I love looking at the stars. You're in space, dude. Like, I mean, come on. Does it really remind you of back home in Milwaukee? Does it really? You're in space.
Also, what choices do we have? What else can you see but stars? There's nothing to look at but stars.
She's like, oh, you got
making the best of the situation, maybe?
Terrible.
But then,
not a single sailboat.
My favorite so bad it's good scene in the movie is when Susan discovers that inside the Richter Dynamics ship, she finds that laboratory. Before she finds the dead body in there, she
finds the Maltesers.
She not only does she like eat some random item off of the counter, but there is a moment where he comes in, he scares her or whatever, and then he like gives her like a little awkward kiss, and then he leaves frame and he says another line off camera, and they never got any coverage of him saying his line, nor did they have a microphone recording his line directly. It is so obviously an off-camera line that the microphone is not fully picking up, like Susan's microphone. And both times it just makes me laugh because it's like, there is one of the low-budget holes. Like they didn't get that coverage. They didn't get the shot of him leaving. They didn't get his recording of that line perfectly, and it just sounds a little weird and echoey. And then there's like weird dialogue too, like, hey, plug in your air hose, Davidson's gonna be mad at you, all this like all this,
there's no payoff to that.
No,
I thought she was gonna die from asphyxiation or something. It never happened.
There was not a lot of payoff to a lot of it, though, to be fair.
No, that's what I mean. The script was bizarre,
but there was good setup and payoff to keep your helmet with you right after they establish that they can take the helmets off. The air is good. Yeah. Keep your helmets with you just in case. And then the helmet is what ties up Susan. She gets caught on it.
Stuck.
It's like let go of your goddamn helmet, Susan. Save yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. I honestly like this. I was so excited at this point. That's basically kind of when I had to stop the movie the first time, and I text Steve like, I love this, and then went and tracked down the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
That first reveal of the dead body, the blue skin, the blood, I was like, okay, this rules. The creature coming down the hallway and killing Susan. The other thing that made me laugh, and I don't know if you guys noticed this, but in one of the shots when the crew is on the other side screaming through the window, there's already blood on
I saw
window.
That splatter. There was already splatter.
There's already blood splatter on the window before Susan is actually killed. And then she gets killed and there's blood splatter everywhere. And then it's just like they're so sweet. They're so tasty. But
to me, it was like, did the alien take time to get all those dead people and put them in the lockers and cupboards? Because why were they so? It was like a haunted house. It was like going into a haunted house.
Yeah, very. Like there's a supernatural element. It's not just a creature.
Unless they were killed by somebody else who was possessed by the weird bug creature.
And then put them in the cupboard.
Maybe those first ones were the stowaway got him. That guy. We haven't even talked about him yet.
Yes, we have not gotten to Mr. Klaus.
He's going to take an hour on his own. So let's leave that.
Talk about an uneven character, man.
Yeah.
Like that first that first 20 minutes is like magic in my mind.
Yeah.
And I was so in.
Yeah.
Because it's so much fun.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, let's just get into it because the only other person we should. Okay.
I was going to say you've forgotten someone I thought you would have picked up on right away.
Yeah. Let's quickly talk about Annette McCarthy. Not a lot of credits, although she is in one of my favorite TV shows of all time. She has a 5-episode arc in season 2 of Twin Peaks. Granted, it is my least favorite storyline in all of Twin Peaks, but she plays Evelyn Marsh. It's James's B storyline when he leaves the town. if anybody hasn't seen it, I don't want to spoil it, but it is the hardest part of the show for me to watch. It's 5 episodes, and I don't like it, but that's okay.
But you love that show.
But I love that show with all my heart. But you're right, Steve. We do need to talk about Diane Salinger before we move on to the big guy. Diane Salinger is Bryce, our security officer. Now, this is her first movie. But Diane Salinger, most people will probably know her, as Jay has already called her, Simone from Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Come on, Simone.
It's the only thing I know her from. It's the only thing I know her from.
Butt. She's
Andy!
So she is an actress doing stage at this time, lots of theater, and she auditions for this movie. William Malone actually apparently saw her in the parking lot coming into the audition and was like, "That's my security officer." He already knew. She's a very tall woman, very slender. I mean, we all see her next to Pee-wee and even Andy in Pee-wee's Big Adventure, and so he knew instantly that was going to be the character of Bryce. She also reprises, or I guess not reprises, but she shares screen time again with Paul Rubens in Batman Returns. Her and Paul Rubens play the Penguin's parents in
really? How do I not know that? That's amazing. I gotta watch that.
The prologue of Batman Returns. Pee-wee and Simone are the Cobblepots.
They throw him over the thing into the river?
Yeah.
Get the shit out of here. I gotta watch it again. It's crazy.
There is an incredible shot with Pee-wee in a monocle, and they're in front of this like glorious window, and they just give like the perfect like rich, sleazy, no care in the world. They're wonderful, and there's no dialogue. It's just simply Tim Burton bringing on two friends and castmates to have a little cameo in Batman Returns, and then
also a reunion from Pee-wee. That's so crazy. I gotta look at that. That's crazy.
And then there was another reunion because Diane Salinger is also in Pee-wee's Big Holiday, the Netflix film. She plays the pilot that flies Pee-wee at one section of the film. So
you like that one, right, Brandon? I haven't seen it yet, but you like it.
I love it. You know, I'm very biased because I love everything that Pee-wee does, but I think that movie
even
is
the circus one, Big Top. That's rough. That one's rough for me.
It is a hard. That's the.
And
bottom.
I loved Pee-wee at the time. I wanted to love that movie.
Yeah, that is the bottom. But
is it above this movie, Brandon, or below this movie?
I think it's below Creature.
It's below Creature because it's bad. This is good bad or bad good.
Yeah. I do have such a deeper appreciation, and I should rewatch it since the Pee-wee documentary and learning about what he was trying to do with that movie.
Yeah. The kissing scene, how it was so long. He was trying to make all these moves and just they missed the mark, but you're right. Knowing the intention behind them, maybe now would be different.
Yeah. But yeah,
you know what, Brandon? I'm going to watch it too.
Yeah, I gotta rewatch Big Top Pee-wee
and the holiday one because that one I feel like that's going to be the gift after he's gone. Like I haven't gotten to experience it, and I feel like when I do, it'll be a gift.
Yeah, that movie I think is great. There is some the gang of women that he finds in that movie are so funny. The Stephanie Beatriz from Brooklyn Nine-Nine and what is her name? Maybe from Arrested Development. I cannot remember the actress's name now.
She's fantastic too.
Yeah, they're great in it. Joe Manganiello from he's wonderful in it, and Pee-wee can't pronounce his name throughout the whole movie. It's such a great running joke.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I know I have a connection with that guy, and I don't actually know him personally, but like two nerd friends of mine from back home know him personally because they play Dungeons and Dragons together. My best friend from home. D&D. So that's public knowledge that he like does that.
Oh yeah, he has these huge D&D nights. He's a big D&D guy.
Yeah, so he's been friends with my fucking friends from home, like Danbury Chai from the BMW dealership and his brother for like 15 years through Dungeons and Dragons. That's funny.
Yeah, he plays himself in Pee-wee's Big Holiday.
That's why he can't pronounce his name.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. Brilliant. That's funny.
Yeah.
Awesome.
He's passing through his small town. They become friends, and he invites him to his birthday party in New York City, and that's why Pee-wee is traveling across the country to get to Joe's birthday.
I'm gonna love this movie. You're right. I can already tell I'm gonna love it.
Oh man, and the fact that like Paul is gone now, it just makes it like that much sweeter. And it's co-written by a guy I like called Paul Rust. He's a
love Paul Rust from Love.
Yes,
Netflix
from Love
is
on
Love.
Netflix, one of my favorite
It's
shows.
fantastic.
Yeah,
he also played Paul Schaefer in the Saturday Night Live movie.
Saturday Night, yes, yeah, he's a wonderful, wonderful comedian, Paul Rust.
Very talented,
and he co-wrote.
And a great writer.
Yeah, with Paul Rubens. But yeah, Diane Salinger.
Dude, you've got me. Big Holiday. Watch
Simone, she's great in this movie. I mean,
I thought she was going to be an android. I got to admit, when she didn't say anything for the first couple of scenes.
Me too.
Here, I thought, oh, she's going to be the android because they're obviously ripping off Alien.
Right? Me too.
Yeah.
And the fact that she was security, and then I really thought that was I hate to spoil at the end, but I really thought that was gonna come around at the end, and that was gonna be the big thing, and it was just like credits, happily ever after, took off, no explosion.
I wonder if it was an idea, and that is what kind of crossed over into, okay, now we're really just doing Alien. Yeah, we can do a space movie. We can do a black bipedal walking creature with vision. We can do all of that. That's just generic space sci-fi movie stuff. But the fact that you pair it with an android that is a twist
from the company.
Potentially from the company, which actually we should say right off the bat, the fact that this movie opens the fact that this movie opens up with like a little paragraph talking about competing corporations. Yeah. You're like, oh my God. Like there's no way.
I was in. I got good synopsis and good whatever that says.
I just
good premise.
Done. There is no defense on this movie ripping off Alien.
No.
William Malone for years was saying that it wasn't an Alien ripoff and that his script was actually written before Alien came out, and that him and Dan O'Bannon, the writer of Alien, were just inspired by the same films and pop culture and books before. But that does not defend his production design team.
Yeah.
The story that he wrote, the script that he wrote, may not be inspired or a ripoff of Alien, but there's no way you can deny that this movie visually, tonally, is not
even
inspired
the music,
by
the music
Alien.
Was straight out of Alien. If you ever played Alien Isolation, or if you've ever played any of the game, that I don't know what the instrument is, but it's almost like a clarinet or something that plays that mysterious music. That's so Alien to me. So Alien.
I heard. Did anybody else hear Hitchcock? I felt like I was hearing old Hitchcock too.
That one, not so much.
No.
Yeah,
okay.
I
think I was already like annoyed about it being so alien-y. But it was interesting to hear them refer to it as West Germany. And that just goes to show you that
exactly.
the wall hadn't come down yet, you know?
Yes. Well, that's 1989 is when the wall falls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But isn't this take place in the future? We're not in 1985, are we?
But they didn't know the wall was coming down.
Yeah.
No, I know.
That's why it's so
wrong future cast.
Right.
But the fact that we're still in the same civilization, the fact that it's not like Star Wars or Star Trek, the fact that we're in now, I had a hard time with that.
Yeah.
Because we're not. We can't do that now. Yeah. Make it 100 years from now, and then.
Yeah.
So if this movie was actually supposed to take place in 1985, it does actually confuse me a little bit because we couldn't do most of that stuff.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't specify a year. You know, we have dates. They've given us specific dates of the April 5th, June 23rd.
But even 2001 gives us that little nugget, you know?
Yeah, because they just keep referring to 200 centuries years old, right? 200 centuries old.
It's been sleeping peacefully on a moon of Saturn for 2,000 centuries.
2,000 centuries. That's a long time, dude. That's a long time.
Well, speaking of West Germany, let's talk about Klaus Kinski.
Do we have to?
I mean, speaking of West Germany, that's beautiful, fantastic.
So Klaus Kinski is brought into this movie as a name to be put on the poster. The producers, they bring him on and essentially kind of tell William Malone that he needs to put this character in the movie.
Really? So he was a must-hire.
More or less. It was, I believe that there was always a German character or a competing country, right? None of that changed. But it was the producers.
But the stowaway of it all and all that, like
I believe that was all part of the original idea. But the casting of Klaus Kinski was specifically the producers saying, we need a recognizable name on the poster. Who can we get? We can get Klaus Kinski here for a week. Wow. And they brought him in. And if people don't know, Klaus Kinski is a wild man.
Schizophrenic.
He is famous for
it's like certifiable.
Yeah.
Yes. And granted, he was later in his life, before he passed away, he was diagnosed with schizophrenia. He did have some like sexual assault claims against him. It's all really
well in this movie alone. It's his introduction in the movie.
Yeah,
but that was an ad lib. That wasn't even in the script.
Apparently, him groping Diane Salinger was not something that was. Now,
well, then it sounds like there's a little bit of validation to these claims.
Yes. There's, if you're interested in that aspect of it, lots of information online. I don't want to dwell on that right now.
Copy that.
Klaus Kinski is famous for being hard to work with. He's famous from the Werner Herzog movies. Werner Herzog, if people don't know, he's a very famous director who makes provocative and makes movies in seemingly the hardest way possible. Let's go to the middle of a jungle and literally carry a boat over a mountain. Let's go and climb these treacherous cliff sides.
Fitzcarraldo.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's go and climb these cliff sides with 100 extras who don't speak English, and let's have Klaus Kinski yell at them the whole time as a Spanish conquistador with a German accent. They would get into these crazy fights on set. I just watched a documentary that I had been wanted to watch for a long time called My Best Fiend. It's a Werner Herzog documentary that came out in 1999
about Kinski,
about his relationship with Kinski and working together. And they talk about like their time on Nosferatu the Vampire, 1979, Aguirre, The Wrath of God, which is the Cliffside movie I was talking about, and Fitzcarraldo.
Because he considered him one of the greatest actors out there, right? Herzog did.
That's the interesting thing, is that he was an actor who would get so deep in what he was doing that it was like, oh my God, nobody could give a performance like this. But he was just, the thing about Werner Herzog movies, they are good. But I'm like, are they good because they're actually good movies, or is it just incredible that he's able to make such a cohesive film in such hard elements? Right? They're these like weird documentary, and I mean, not even, he does actually make documentaries that are really good, but his movies, they're really interesting to watch and study. But Klaus Kinski has always been difficult to work with, and that was the case for Creature as well. And he wasn't doing things like yelling at people the way he famously was doing back in the 70s, but he would not stay on his marks. Him eating the sandwich in this movie, is just him. Apparently he had a sandwich from Crafty, and he just decided, no, I'm eating a sandwich in this scene.
And you could tell. You could 100% tell.
100%. And he
didn't even wipe his face. He still had the bit of mayonnaise on him, and you can see his food Yeah.
And then
You
left it
know
on the
me.
table, right?
It's one.
Yeah.
It's one of my things. It's one of
So,
my things. And yeah.
Is
He
wipe your
comes-
mouth?
Oh yeah, you seeing
Okay.
Swallow it
Good
before
to
you
know.
tell me the
Good to
story.
know.
I don't need to see that mayonnaise covered.
And see,
Yeah, I
and
gotcha.
here's the thing:
Yeah.
is Klaus Kinski's acting style is he thinks that's an interesting, human, realistic choice. That's why
okay.
he does that.
Yeah.
That's why he eats the sandwich and tells his story with food in his mouth. Because as an actor, he think that that's the interesting choice.
Right.
So you know, people love him, people don't like him. I was seeing people commending his performance. I don't think his performance is good. I think people like Wendy Schaal are actually better in this movie. That being said, I think Klaus Kinski has my favorite line in this entire movie.
I'm gonna let you do it. I can guess.
Okay. He's describing the alien and how it was, this is like a butterfly collection. You know, we've come across this collection and we let something onto our ship. And the way he delivers, this creature is sly. I laughed so hard. It was my favorite line reading throughout the movie. I keep saying it. I'll just be walking around the last few days. This creature is sly.
That wasn't
I can't
where
get
I was
enough of it.
going. That wasn't
Which one
where I
did
was-
you think?
I was going with we thought it was in cryostatus. We thought it was sleeping, but it wasn't sleeping. It was alive. And I'm like, huh?
They're all
isn't
good. And then
sleeping
if you watch
alive?
that scene, he's coming in and out of focus so much because he won't stay on his marks.
Oh my God. That's amazing.
There's multiple times.
So the
where he,
first
like,
camera assistant has to just keep
Yes.
chasing him with the focus.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But didn't he?
What a
wasn't he
nightmare.
only there for one day, Brandon?
No, 1 week.
One
Okay,
week.
that makes sense.
Okay, just
So-
1 week. Okay,
So,
because
that
they
makes
had
sense.
to use.
I guess I should say the film shot for 8 weeks. Klaus Kinski was there for 1 week, and then they realized, well, we don't actually need him for any of the, the zombie or undead bug, whatever. So we can just get a body double. So maybe you
Oh,
guys
wow.
noticed, but like his body, his size changes and his actual his head changes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a body double fighting everybody in his possessed zombified.
I mean, that makes sense.
Version.
But
Yeah.
was an
do you
old
think
man.
though, after the boob grab and the pinching of the butt, do you think they were like, yeah, we don't really need to bring him back? Do you think they took a vote and
Yeah.
said, should we bring him back? And they were like, no, we're good.
Well,
I think we're good.
I did read one story about how the producers thought they could bring him back, and then even they realized it's probably not the best thing. let's just use the body double.
Yeah. Well, not focusing on that scene for the obvious reasons. Did you guys think it was weird or interesting how the security guard or chief, I guess we should call her, made sure she had a gun rack for her favorite weapon in the bathroom next to the mirror?
I didn't notice.
So
it
he
was
can
the bathroom.
come in and talk to her about it. That was awkward as hell.
It was
Ah, you
like-
like guns, do ya? Like, what the fuck,
Yeah.
you weirdo? Grabbing her
There was a whole
boob.
gun rack in her bedroom, like a whole gun rack in
Yeah.
the bedroom. And then when she stood in front of the mirror, she delicately and purposely put her favorite gun on this purposely put gun rack on a
Yep.
foreign spaceship, not her spaceship. So
Yep.
she must have hung that gun rack in that bathroom next to the mirror.
No,
Very
that one's
interesting.
their spaceship.
Yeah,
But she's
it's
not-
before they
but
go
she-
to his.
Yeah,
She's company. She doesn't own that spaceship, right? She's not on the space. Why? Because they said, why do we have
I
a?
see what you're saying because
Why do we have
um,
to?
Oh, it's a
Perkins and
customer.
Bryce
Yeah.
are the commander and the security officer.
Yeah.
They're from
The company.
NTI, the company,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah,
all of the
you're
crew
right.
that works with Davidson as the captain. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's his ship. Although, wouldn't the company own the ship and he works? They both work for the company.
Sure, but unless she was permanently on that ship, which I gather she
Which
wasn't.
she
'cause they were
wasn't.
like, why do we
They-
need this person here?
Yep.
But they did
yep.
imply the length of their trip because, Annette McCurdy, in that scene when Bryce comes in and takes all those tranquilizers, they do specify that she hasn't talked to anybody for 3 months.
Okay.
So they've been on this ship for 3 months. So she must
Which-
have. She clearly has her own quarters.
Yeah.
the thing I forgot to mention about the Doctor character, Annette McCarthy, sorry, is her name is Dr. Wendy H. Oliver. So it is a reference because she is Doctor Who. Wendy.
Oh my God! Come on.
Get out of here! You're
She's
right.
That's a deep cut. That's deep.
And then Klaus Kinski's character is named Hans Rudi Hoffner, and that is a reference to H.R. Giger.
Ah, that's a long shot. There's no K.
But
there's no G.
The reason, so William Malone, obviously a fan of H.R. Giger, ends up, I'll talk about it more when we get to the release of the movie, but ends up working on a project with H.R. Giger 5 years after Creature in 1990. So he has also worked with Giger in relation to, I believe, his connection to there was something about the Dawn Post Studios. I can't remember exactly right now, but he is friendly with Giger at this point during Creature. So the Klaus Kinski's character is a reference to H.R. Giger as well.
Crazy.
Okay. And that's throughout this whole movie, he's putting in all these like weird little pop culture Easter eggs.
Nods to this, nods to that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Instead of improving the script, it just put all these little nuggets in instead.
Yeah. Isn't that what makes it so interesting though? Like script, all these nods to everything makes it intriguing. Because I remember saying to Brandon, "It's like, oh my God, we're gonna enjoy this because there's so many tales to be told about this shitty movie."
Yeah,
so
and the dialogue is atrocious to the point where it's good. It's so bad that it's good.
Yeah, I fear for my life. I don't think I'm coming back. I'm so fearful to go out there. Pause. Make love to me. Yeah, it's just
it's like soap opera. Fantastic.
So it's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all the main cast. Our Creature performer, Jeff Solomon, just want to give them credit. Music by Thomas Chase and Steve Rucker, who go on to do 50 episodes of Alvin and the Chipmunks, 20 episodes of The Real Ghostbusters, 79 episodes of Dexter's Laboratory, 63 episodes of the Powerpuff Girls, and then a myriad of other animated cartoon shows.
Wow.
Our cinematographer, Harry Mathis, shoots a movie I love, Ernest Goes to Camp, same cinematographers, Ernest Goes to Camp. And
how are those Ernest movies? They're $4.99 this week, and I know Adam loved them, and I know Micah loves them, but he just has never. I like him. Should I buy them? Should I get them?
How many?
You love it.
Which ones?
It's Camp. It's another one.
Scared Stupid. Ernest Saves Christmas. Ernest Goes to Jail.
Yep. Maybe even all of them.
I would say those are like the 4 best ones, and then there's a bunch of like. There's a basketball one, which I can't remember what it's actually called. There's Ernest Rides Again, which is fine.
Okay, but
Ernest
Camp
Joins
is good.
the
That's
Army.
the first one.
Camp is the first movie. Camp
I'll start
and
there.
Scared Stupid, I think, are the best movies. Scared Stupid has the visual, the monster effects are done by the Chiodo brothers, who did all of the Killer Clowns makeup. In fact,
back to that. Nice.
In fact, Ernest Scared Stupid, the monsters are repainted versions of the Killer Clowns creatures.
Really?
So when you watch Ernest Scared Stupid, you go, "Oh yeah, that's just a troll version of the Killer Clowns." Yeah.
You know, now that we're talking about that, is there a world where these space helmets from this movie tonight were the ones from 2001, just resprayed, taken off the shelf and just resprayed? Are they that similar or no?
No, they're not that similar. Plus, Kubrick was famously very protective of his material.
He got rid of all of it at the end.
Yeah,
that's true.
He was a big archivist from the get-go. He would famously destroy things if he felt that they were too, if they could be, put in the wrong hands.
Yeah.
He would not let his space.
But they look so similar, though. They do look so similar.
They're a little bit different, only because I was just watching Adam Savage tested video. I watched before this episode. I was watching his video on a 2001 space helmet that's going to end up being on display at the Academy Museum. And I did notice that there's a little bit of a difference on the top of the helmet, which when I was watching Creature, the shape of it is, well, here. One second.
Similar.
Where's this slideshow?
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll wait till he gets back, but because we'll let him finish this point. But I have a question for you, Steve.
Okay.
Let's see if I can do this.
Drum roll. Do you have one of the figures there?
Yeah. I have all the 2001
Oh, shit.
action
That's
figures.
great. They're so good. They are so good. It's an unboxing show, everybody.
Yeah,
I can hear it. I can hear it. It's beautiful. Congratulations.
So, I mean...
You big on yourself, sir, and big on yourself. Yeah, so that side profile, the side profile is what does it. When you turn it to the front, that's where it has its own.
It changes, you're right.
Yeah.
Wow. That is cool. Also, that's a cool little deal there you got. That's really neat.
Yeah. Who did these? Super 7? Super 7 put these action figures out, and they did... I'll put that away later.
There is such a similarity, though.
Moonwalker? Is that what it is? Not Moonwalker.
Raker?
Not Moon. It's not Moonwalker the Michael Jackson, and it's not Moonraker the James Bond. Moon Watcher or something? I can't remember. Anyway, the main ape that touches the obelisk. They made that figure too, and then they made a play set that... well, I guess it
Monolith.
Yeah. Thank you. They made basically a big black plastic brick that comes with that's the accessory that comes with the ape.
That's funny.
So instead of that, I'll take a picture. I'll post it on our Instagram. But I have a VHS copy of 2001 standing up in the base. So the ape is like reaching up at the big black VHS copy of 2001. Yeah,
before we leave 2001 and the Kubrick of it all, my question actually is for Steve3, since he's local here. Do you remember maybe more than 5, probably less than 10 years ago, downtown there was a museum where they set up, the final room from 2001. I can't remember what they call that room with the lit up floor and the bed and all that.
No, I'm too new.
Oh, okay.
I'm only 4 years in.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, Brandon, there was a thing in a museum where I thought it was the original stuff, but maybe now finding out what you guys just said, maybe it was replica. But they did replicate that final room from 2001 that then everyone could go and visit, and it was a huge deal for a few years. Yeah. I never got to do it. I was kind of curious if you did.
No, that would have been cool.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Oh. I guess it was just a network time killer. Apologies.
My last thought on cinematographer Harry Mathis is he made shot a movie called Phantom of the Mall, which stars Morgan Fairchild and Pauly Shore. And
what?
Yeah, this movie rules. Phantom of the Mall. It is Phantom of the Mall, Eric's Revenge is the full title.
Is Pauly Eric? Of course he is.
No, Eric is like a hot guy who gets burnt up, and then he haunts the mall, like the Phantom of the Opera. And
I didn't make the connection.
Is it the same mall from Chopping Mall?
No, but a very, very similar aesthetic because they were made around the same time. But there is here's my VHS copy, Phantom of the Mall. I'm going to make myself big again. Look at this. That is a guy on fire falling from the 3rd story of the mall. The kills are awesome. It is a super fun, campy movie, and it's the same cinematographer. So if you can find a copy of Phantom of the Mall, I highly recommend it. This is the Arrow Blu-ray that has 3 versions of the movie on it or something. Yeah, 3 versions of the feature. It's crazy. I've only seen 2 of them.
That's why
I'm intrigued by this one. I'm intrigued.
You haven't seen Chopping Mall yet, though, right, Jay?
No. I think that Return of the Dead or whatever the zombie one at the mall is the only mall movie I've seen.
Dawn of the
Dead, yeah, awesome. With Tom Savini.
That's
Yeah.
another one that's hard to find. I'm trying to track that down on Blu-ray or 4K at the moment.
Which one?
The 1981, whatever it was, the Dawn of the Dead.
Chopping Mall. Oh, Dawn of the Dead.
No, Dawn of the Dead.
Oh, the
one where they're in-
original. Yeah, the original Dawn of the
yeah.
Dead.
Yeah, I'm trying to find that
Yeah,
one.
I only have it on DVD. I don't even have it on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
I did. Since we're
Is it
talking
music
about-
licensing? Is that one of those where you just can't find it because of music?
Maybe.
Not sure.
Just while we're talking about it, I picked up the new 4K version of Day of the Dead, which we covered on the show with Jacob Walsh.
Have you
when
watched
we did
it
that
yet?
episode? I haven't watched the 4K, but when we did that episode, this had just been announced and no date had been put out for it, but it came out a couple of weeks ago, so I went and picked up the new 4K of Dawn of the Dead.
Slight
Congrats.
sidetrack, but I am interested to know if you do, because I was going to purchase it, and reading the reviews, I read that the audio track is slightly odd or off
Okay.
on that one. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see if you find that, because I think there's an original audio track that was out for that movie, and they brought it out on Blu-ray, and they had the original audio track back on it, and then this one comes out, and because of audio mixing, it's not that great, is what I heard. So I'll be interested, because I was going to buy it, but I know you posted that you said you got that, so I'm interested to see what you find out. But that's a little side note. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah. Well,
No,
the great,
I like
the
it.
great thing
Deep
about
cut.
Scream Factory or Shout Factory,
Yeah.
these boutique Blu-ray labels, is that if there is a mistake, they set up a whole process where you can get replacement discs.
Send your discs back?
No,
That's
you don't have to-
amazing.
You don't have to send your discs back. You just basically prove that you bought this, give them your address, and they send you the updated disc.
That's great.
I have
What a
couple
great
of them.
thing.
And
That is good.
I totally think it's exactly what they should do. But so many times I look at it and I go like, I would not have ever known that. Right? It's
like a car recall. Like my seatbelt probably won't break, so I won't even know there was ever a problem. That kind of thing.
very rarely do they go out and it's like a disc doesn't actually work. It's
Right.
just like, oh, the wrong version of that soundtrack got put on the
Right.
discs, and
Right.
it wasn't caught until fans started realizing, that's not right.
So that maybe that will
we'll
happen
see.
with it.
Yeah,
Okay,
maybe
yeah.
that'll happen.
But the thing is with those ones as well, like, not to enable, but if you don't get it now, you probably can't, and then you have to go search for it on eBay, because they only do it for a limited time, right?
Yeah,
You're not always guaranteed. You're not
So
always
those-
guaranteed to get these.
yeah.
So when you talk about those, Brandon, the whatever, the
Shout Factory
the people who,
and
yeah. So they're limited drops. It's not like just on the shelf at that point.
So this Vinegar Syndrome creature Blu-ray, they made 8,000 of them and they sold them on their website. They are sold out on their website, but you
Didn't
can still
realize all
find
that.
them at some stores. Like in fact, my local store, Videomatica, I ended up going there and they had a copy of Creature still on the shelf. I had already owned it. Stuff like this Arrow box set, right? So this is the box set that comes with the Blu-ray case inside of it, and then it's got a little book and a poster. But this particular box set version is the first release. If they release this movie again, it will just come out on a regular plastic case. But it has to.
Gotcha.
This first version has to sell well enough that they go, okay, let's make the version.
Make more of 'em.
Again. At this point, they have not made another version of Phantom of the Mall. So, I'm such a believer in physical media. I've always been a collector and a buyer of physical media. And so if you want these things, you have to buy them when they come out, because you will miss your chance, and then you'll have to pay collector's prices on eBay. And not that like my copy of Creature was expensive, but it was more expensive than if I had bought it originally. But didn't even know that it was a good movie back then.
Fun movie. I wouldn't call it a good movie, but
Yeah,
definitely
I was
fun.
going to
Fun
say,
movie, fun
an
movie.
interesting
Fair,
movie.
fair.
Enjoyable. Definitely enjoyable.
Okay.
And rewatchable.
Casting. I want to talk about the casting of this movie, because the casting director on Creature is a woman by the name of Joanna Ray. And that name, as soon as I saw it, I knew exactly who she was. And I don't know a lot of casting directors. That may change now that casting is an award at the Oscars now. They gave out the first Oscars for casting directors at last year's Oscars. One battle after another, casting director won it. But Joanna Ray, the reason I know that name is because she has been casting every single David Lynch product since Blue Velvet in 1986.
Whoa.
She was David Lynch's casting director. All of Twin Peaks, Wild at Heart, Fire Walk with Me, Lost Highway, Mulholland Drive, Inland Empire, and the 2017 Twin Peaks Season 3. But she also is a casting director on the Kill Bill movies. She cast the original Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie, which means that she was
Christy
part
Swanson
of
and Paul Rubens.
Paul Rubens. Showgirls, Kyle MacLachlan, and the
Robert
Blob,
Davi. Robert Davi.
And the Blob remake, 1988. So back to seeing these actors in an early part of their career. It's cool to see just a person that I only really know by name because of my obsession with David Lynch. It's just cool to see, like, oh my God, Joanna Ray cast this movie.
Starting point. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the effects, because that's kind of the other half of this movie. We have our crew, our main cast, but everything else about this movie is all effects, whether it's visual effects of the planets, the miniatures of the ships, or our titular creature. The funny thing about this movie is that I think the planets, the ships, they looked so good. And the one thing that does not look good in this movie is their creature.
Star of the show.
Yeah.
None
of it's. I agree. None of it's a big puppet monster.
They didn't even. Honestly, they didn't
big sock
even
puppet.
Need it. They didn't.
I agree.
It fulfilled nothing in the plot for me. I think
it was scarier without seeing it, for sure.
It could have just been the little bug. They could have found a little container with like a weird bug in it, and
they take you over and they control you, and there's a hive mind, and they bring you back and slowly eat you. All of them. That would be cool as fuck, right?
Well, the original
back to Prometheus a little bit too.
The original script for this movie was based off of an earlier draft that William Malone had written about space vampires, right? Which then you can see how it turned into some sort of little bug, killing and keeping somebody alive and having them do all the killing,
but for what reason?
The chain. Yeah. But yeah, you're right. Our creature, our big bipedal monster in this movie is so unnecessary.
Yeah.
And by far the weakest part of this movie.
It looks nothing like the cover box. Nothing like the cover. I mean, I guess, or you could argue, sort of, if it was lit well, but the box looks better than it ever does in the movie.
Box is like a moray eel on steroids, right?
Yeah.
With a little bit of alien. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Electric or moray eel for sure.
Yeah. Whereas the one we got was...
Yeah, and they're trying
a big paper mache puppet.
The xenomorph. Although I will say that there's the one close-up of its skin, and the texture of its skin does look really, really good. But the whole design of the creature is not scary. It's kind of goofy. And then when you see it walking down the hallway, and you can, it looks like the legs are really big, right? Like it kind of has like a weird proportion. And
like
then
Godzilla with the long neck.
Yeah, the long neck, and it's bouncing, right? It's not solid enough. It just sort of bounces. It's
well, didn't they have like 5 people to puppeteer this, plus someone in a creature suit?
Yes.
I feel like I'd still cut it. Because it didn't work. It fell apart.
Yeah. Well,
I'd cut that. See, I go back to what you said. We didn't really need to see it.
The only purpose, again, if it's like, don't want to step on you if you're coming up to special effects, but the only purpose it really solved was the decapitation scene, and I'll leave it at that, just in case you got something for that.
I understand that.
You mean like what do you mean the purpose?
Well, if you had the little bugs, they wouldn't been enough to have the 2 chomps of the neck to decapitate the doctor, right?
Oh, I see.
The creature became scary. Only one point is when it reached in 2 chunks, head off.
Well, and I think one of the best shots, in fact, the best the alien looks, or the creature looks, is when it's like biting somebody's neck and it's kind of behind them, and you don't see the rest of their body. You just see their mouth and their little red eyes. That's when it looks the scariest.
Yeah.
But again, it could just be like a weird little bug type creature that's, just big enough to be able to bite the neck.
Mm-hmm. It almost felt like one of those, like a brain sucker in the beginning, and it felt like something like that. Like it was going to be just a blobby kind of thing.
Yeah,
not bipedal.
For me would have worked. Like I said
at
the beginning, if she'd have transferred it ingested it into the body and it took over, that would be creepy as hell. It would, it would make sense. But you're right. I think they just clued in too much to trying to do a xenomorph and change the name of Titanfine to creature, right? So
we haven't even gotten to that yet. But the other thing too is that they're really trying to do the tension of Alien, right? Yeah. What makes Ridley Scott's 1979 Alien film so good is it has incredible tension. It is
suspense,
a slow burn. And it feels scary. That original xenomorph in that movie feels evil and scary, and this movie, it's just so goofy.
Well, Alien has a better ramp up. This one felt a little more uneven.
Yeah,
this was so campy that it was like this is where it would be a good Rocky Horror, right? Because you go see it in a group and we're all, what's going to happen next? That whole thing.
Well, that being said, the original creature design was by Michael McCracken, but he left the project, and so Doug Beswick comes in.
Fake name.
And Doug Beswick, based on the budget, the time constraints of the project, he basically has to just deal with what Michael McCracken has left him. And so he has to use all the molds and finish designing and building this creature. And it's the creature that we see in the movie. He has to build the neck mechanic and make it so that it can be puppeteered. Doug Beswick has worked on Ghostbusters. He does Nightmare on Elm Street 3 and number 5. He has worked on Terminator. Goes on to be part of the crew that's hired on James Cameron's Aliens in 1986, Evil Dead 2, Beetlejuice. But the other team of effects artists are Robert and Dennis Skotak. They work at a company called LA Effects Group, and they are the group that is hired on to Aliens. So they worked on Creature 1985, a ripoff of Alien. And they get hired to work on Aliens right after Creature. And they work with James Cameron in The Abyss, which we brought up already, T2. They had previously worked in 1983 on Jaws 3D, Escape from New York, the John Carpenter film.
You like that one?
Then, I love both the Escape movies.
I got to see them.
And then two favorites of mine, which Robert and Dennis work on, are Mars Attacks in 1996. Great effects in that movie. And then one of my favorite movies growing up, and I just recently got the Kino Lorber 4K, and it looks so good, is Mouse Hunt, 1997. Have either of you guys seen that movie?
I recognize the name, but what is it about?
Nathan Lane, and I can't remember the other actors. They are brothers, and they inherit an old house that they can sell to make a bunch of money, and there is a mouse that lives in the house, and it terrorizes them, and they call Christopher Walken, who's a pest control, and it's a wonderful movie. Gore Verbinski, who who shot the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie, has a new movie out called what is it called? It's Sam Rockwell.
It's so good. I loved it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you were talking about it because you just watched it.
Yeah, just watched it. Good luck, don't die. Good luck, have fun, don't die.
Don't die. Yes.
It was very enjoyable. Good. It's a good multiverse movie.
Yeah, let me.
Like the Anything Everywhere All at Once.
I haven't seen that one. I think that might be my next plane journey, and if I enjoy it there, I buy it.
That's what I end up doing too.
Yeah.
Nathan Lane and Lee Evans.
Lee Evans, yeah. He's a fun comedian. Comedian.
Yeah, Mouse Hunt. Yeah, I mean, there is some really great effects in this movie, and there's some really bad ones. The great effects when John gets his face ripped off.
Dude, so good. Full Poltergeist. Awesome.
So good.
Almost better than Poltergeist.
In a way, it was better. I actually agree with you.
Yeah.
It happened more fluidly, and he was still alive. It wasn't, the fake guy. That's a good point.
And
the hands backwards.
The Steven Spielberg, exactly. And somebody said that was Spielberg. Is that really true? That was Spielberg doing the picking? Those are his hands doing the face picking.
Too.
Okay.
I don't know. I know it was Ridley Scott doing the face hugger inside the egg on Alien.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I know it was James Cameron drawing the picture in the boat movie.
So
paint me like one of your French girls, Jack.
Not only does Dr. Wendy rip his face off, he then has I guess one or two scenes after that where he's like a faceless guy fighting.
Yeah. Straight up Reanimator.
And it's
straight up Reanimator.
So good. His
all the muscle
face. Yes.
The muscle tone. Yeah. The fibers.
And then right after that, do we get an all-time head explosion?
Dude.
It was
right
so
straight up
Scanners.
Scanners. Right out of Scanners. Yes.
So good.
Could even be better than Scanners.
I agree.
Great shot.
It is better than Scanners. There's no cutaway. It's just he's talking and then his head blows up. It's amazing.
Yes. And just like Scanners, that effect was achieved in such a dangerous way where everybody had to leave the set. They got the cameras rolling, and they put they had a gelatin head full of cow parts, and they used
straight up Mythbusters.
They used
so good.
What is it called? It's like a cord. I'm blanking on the.
Oh, primer cord.
Primer cord. Thank you.
That's the how they.
Yes.
That's the explosion.
Yes. So they used primer cord to blow the head up, and it looks incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, in Scanners,
and it took me by surprise. I wasn't expecting it, so it got me. Like it was a good jump scare. But I laughed. I loved it. I was so happy.
Yeah.
I was like applauding.
Yeah. From face rip to faceless fight to getting his head blown off.
Decapitation as well.
Decapitation, that's right. Yeah, Doctor Who, she loses her head.
Yeah.
I maintain it started with none of that. It started with think them thud drag. Like there was no what happened? What did? And it was very old school, and then all of a sudden blood and gore and fucking face tearing and skin ripping.
The second half had all the nudity. It had the
and the nudity. And she was full naked, right? She was down she was full naked.
Fully naked.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Everything came in. If they went to get their, what are we going to make this? Is this going to be a PG? Is this going to be? They must have said, well, you can do this, this, and this, and they used every single one of them in the second half.
Yeah.
F-bombs, nudity, faces blowing off, decapitations.
The kids will be asleep by this part.
Yeah. It's like they changed the rating halfway through.
They're it's so. Yeah. But you're right. It starts off.
It feels like two different movies.
Yeah. But the
very Jaws though in the beginning, where they're like, "Don't show it, don't show it, don't show it," and then they show it.
Even when Susan comes,
but it's not as impressive as Bruce the Shark.
No.
When we get to see Bruce, we go, "Oh yeah, that's scary."
Yeah, it's true.
And the same thing with the xenomorph, right? When it finally gets revealed in full, that's scary as shit inside of the air duct.
Yeah.
But even after Susan managed to put her clothes back on again and then act dead, even her coming back to life
that's right.
with the blood.
She did put her clothes back on.
Yeah. So that jump scare was good. All the blood that just came shooting out of her mouth and then up she goes. But that's one of the scenes I wish we got more of, because you can see she goes for the security guard and then she goes straight into what's his name, the German guy, Klaus
Hoffner.
Yeah, so then he gets it, and that's where they kind of cut away. And I just wish we'd seen more of that before we see him staggering around. It's not him.
Yeah, and that is the last time we see Bryce as well.
Yes, yeah.
Before she gets quote unquote lost, which is also like a weird explanation.
Such a weird script.
Yeah,
it's a weird script.
Yeah,
but I will say this: for all its like defects, they really keep it moving pretty well and quickly. There's never like a part where it just stalls.
It's an hour and a half. Like it is a quick movie.
Yeah. I think you're right. It's actually even a little less with credits. Yeah. I wrote notes like, "Why am I enjoying this? It's terrible." But I was enjoying it. You know.
Yeah.
Plot is fine. Story keeps moving. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the old school slasher feel. Yeah. No gore. Love that. Simone's sexual assault. Made a note of that. Sure, we got that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shit! Susan's back. That was a surprise. Okay.
It's moving.
Yeah, his sleeping patterns were weird. His eyes were rolling back, and he's like tripping out on the. It was so weird watching him sleep. It's like, what are you doing, dude? Like, why are your eyes rolling back? This is
the
weird.
REM. Yeah, having REMs.
I love when bug controlled John calls them from the German ship, and he's like, his head is all weird and turned to the side. And then he has to explain, like, "Oh yeah, I hurt my neck.
I hurt my neck opening up the outer hatch."
And the big reveal after he's done the call and it turns and we see the little pulsating bug on his head. It's all perfect. It's all good.
Yeah.
It made me think of Vincent D'Onofrio from Men in Black. Anybody else with the? Oh, you're right about one thing. You know, like just the idea that he's possessed by the thing and.
Sorry, you mean the greatest performance in cinematic history, Vincent?
Of all time. Of all time.
Men in Black? Yeah.
Of all time.
Should have won the Oscar for that. Sugar.
Water.
So
wearing an Egger suit.
But they don't linger on the creature. They linger on his finger on the keyboard and 3 splats of blood.
Yeah.
Like that's what I mean about it being so disjointed.
Yes.
You see this thing on his head and it's sucking in his head and it's trying to control him.
And that effect looked great.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we get a finger on a keyboard, and then blood drips on it.
Yeah, with
that's a long period of time.
Very
dripping out of his nose.
Blood.
Oh, dude! There was a period where there was some blood on the shield, the mask of one of the helmets, and it just looked, that oil-based fake blood from a vampire. It's just so cheesy. Yeah. Anything would have been better.
Translucent. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some of the
creature seems to be a brain sucker.
Some of the choices for the scenes were just so weird.
Well, even just like, why does Hoffner carry Beth inside the ship?
Yeah, why does the dead zombie? We know why. Because they're apparently saving the bodies for food.
Right.
Oh, okay. So the
stockpile.
The bugs are bringing the bodies to the creature, I guess.
For food.
Oh, that's a lot of mouths to feed, Your Highness. 78 million of them.
Okay, well that explains why he's putting bodies in the cupboards and the cabinets, so that when the creature gets hungry after a midnight snack and he wants to go and look in the cupboard to see what's there.
That makes sense. Why in the snack room there was snacks on the table and snacks in the cupboards. Yes, but everyone was hanging in those rooms though, right? In the dark room that he goes into first of all.
That's right. I guess because that's one of our jump scares. I guess. Right. That was to reveal the lighting of those dead bodies.
Yeah, when he leads them in there first, is they're all hanging.
That makes sense.
Down. Yeah.
Yeah, because we see the creature.
Yeah, checks out.
Thank God something makes sense. We see the creature eating those people, right? It's not just to kill them and decapitate them.
No.
He's clearly eating them.
Snack attack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Before we get to the end, I want to make sure that there was nothing in the middle. Shenandoah is the name of the ship, which
what a great name.
Great name.
If I get a dog, that's what it's being.
You're gonna name it Shenandoah after 1985's creature.
100%.
Come here, Shenandoah.
Shenandoah.
Here, Shenandoah.
But you can cut it in half and call it Shannon.
Shanny, Doa.
Yeah, it's brilliant. What a great name.
I like the realization that the Commander Davidson and or is it Commander? No, he's Captain. Captain Davidson and Commander Perkins. I like that the reason they realize something's up with John is one, he's like, oh, he's forgotten about Susan so quickly. But then they're like, how come we're sweating and he's not sweating? I liked that as like a plot device.
That's a nod to Total Recall, man.
Oh,
right. That wasn't out yet though, right?
But yeah, that's 1990.
Yeah,
but that's where my mind goes though. Maybe that's why they used it in Total Recall, because in Total Recall he was sweating, and how would you be sweating if you were in my dreams?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, steal it.
So Total Recall is a ripoff of Creature, which is a ripoff of Alien.
Yes,
I see how this works.
But that happens a lot, where they'll remake some scenes that worked in a piece of shit because they know nobody saw it. So they'll be like, oh, well, let's just polish that up and throw it into our thing.
Good. This was good.
Yes, yes, that's very common.
One scene that must have cost some money, so they had to leave it in with zero purpose, really, and kind of continuity issues, is when we first have the crash, I think it is, when they sink through, and the doctor goes down. They cut to a scene of the doctor being thrown around and hitting down and being unconscious with a gash in her head, and it leads to nothing.
Yeah, that's right. She wakes up again minutes later. Yeah.
So it's a big dramatic.
Do you think they had a dream sequence or something and they cut it? Maybe there was some kind of.
Normally, if someone gets knocked out like that, they're going to be kidnapped. They're going to be.
There's a reason, yeah.
They're going to be seen, insides pulled out. So all they did was then have to make her wear a bandage on her head for the rest of the time we see her. It was weird to me.
And then she wakes up.
It was so weird. So weird.
You did remind me of another favorite Hoffner line that I forgot to bring up. When he first comes in, they're like, "How did you get in here? Your ship has crashed. I came in from the back."
You weren't looking, yeah.
I did make a note that Klaus Kinski's delivery in this movie was reminding me of Tommy Wiseau in The Room. That I was getting.
Oh my God.
So much enjoyment.
Oh, hey, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark. I don't know if it was just the accent, but there was something about the accent with how he was delivering and his like nonchalant. I was
dude.
Like, oh
I haven't seen that movie since it came out, but when I did watch it, I talked like that for like 3 weeks because we just couldn't stop doing the voice. Oh my God.
Yeah,
I want to see it again.
One of my favorite movies of all time, The Room.
And now that James Franco's back, whatever he's doing with his alien videos.
Oh yeah, he found some aliens. Yeah, that's true.
Found some. He's talking aliens. He's doing Disclosure.
Ironically, I picked this up today from my PO box. This is Tommy Wiseau's next movie, Big Shark, which is
next movie
even worse than The Room, if you can imagine that. It's like if The Room didn't have any budget. Big Shark.
Wow. How'd you pick that one up?
I had to. It's a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
Okay,
I'm trying to think we have missed anything else, though. I'm going to review my notes, which is similar to yours, Jay. Like, what the hell?
There's a lot of explanation about, like, EVA suits and emergency EVA suits. Like, we'll go find they've been trashed. Okay, they must have emergency EVA suits there.
But it doesn't go anywhere. It's like a big fucking...
It was like a little convoluted.
And a little 2001, except they never actually do it.
Yeah.
They keep wanting to get out.
One of the lines that, again, takes me back to a Star Wars thing is that they come up with this plan that they want her to make...
a hyperspace.
But it's not hyperspace. They wanted to make a communication thing. And I
think they're calling it like hyperspace communication. So basically a hyperspace radio.
But she just stops at hyperspace. He's like, "Oh, yeah, I can do this. It's going to take some. I'm going to have to steal some parts from the computers, and I'm going to steal this." And she's like, "You want me to make a hyperspace?" And it stopped. Yeah. And I'm like, "Huh?" Because to me, and again, to all of us,
we're 2 years past the third Star Wars movie. You can't just say the word hyperspace.
Hyperspace.
We all think hyperspace is a different thing.
It's a
weird, right?
Travel. It's an engine. It's a hyperspace engine that's going to make you do the speed of light.
Hyperspace drive.
But that would be hyperdrive, wouldn't it be a hyperdrive? Yeah, is what it should be.
Into hyperspace.
Into hyperspace.
Right. You go into hyperspace. If she's
and that's what's funny is
right?
like you at this point in 1985 you can't just say the word hyperspace.
Yeah,
It has its own meaning. The culture is Star Wars at this point.
Right,
Regardless of whether
Yeah.
in 1985 you care about Star Wars, the world loves Star Wars and they know what the word hyperspace is. So
You're right. It'd be like having Professor Yoda walk in and give some sort of instruction.
Yeah, you can't. There's
Right, I
certain
see.
words
Can't be
now
Professor Yoda. It's got to be
Yes.
something else. I see.
based
Gotcha.
on the cultural significance of the biggest thing of all time since 1977.
Yeah, you can't use TIE fighter sounds for your
Or blaster
navigation. You
noises.
can't use E11s for your doors opening. And you can't build a communication device called a hyperspace. You can't do it.
They're like, pull on as many familiar strings as we possibly can.
Yeah, make them think that they're watching something they know.
Now, I do wonder, from watching this a number of times now, and again, the gap in the week allowed us to do this, which was, thank you, Jay. We were able to watch this even more times. And I noticed in the background, Brandon, I don't know if you did, but were they the same palettes, as in palettes that you put things on and lift them up before? Were they the same palettes in the background as they used in Alien famously on all of the corridors and stuff? Because they looked like the same palettes used in the set pieces.
I actually didn't clock that. So
Okay.
my next watch, I'll have to look for that.
Yeah. I did make a note of like, are those the same pallets? Because the black pallets they use up against the wall are the same ones they use on the floors and their decks. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Everything else was awfully familiar. I wouldn't be
badge, man?
surprised.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me either. For recycling stuff, yeah, definitely.
There were a couple places where there were just such familiar textures and shapes, and the rolled, upholstered rolled kind of, I don't even know what you would call that.
Yeah, like on the walls and stuff.
Like bolsters, everything was kind of bolsters.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's
and
the
then
part that's so alien to me.
Right. I agree.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
but Star Wars too, to Steve's point, those vertical kind of, oval shaped cutouts, things like that
the
were present.
panels,
Yeah.
Well, I guess we can just get into the end of the movie. Their big plan is to electrocute the creature because Beth saw it in a movie once. That's
right.
her line. And
That's right.
specifically, she is referring to the movie The Thing from Another World, which in turn is what inspires John Carpenter to make 1982's The Thing. So
Was it a carrot then?
It's like I don't remember.
I haven't seen that one. that one.
I don't remember if they refer to the alien in this movie as a carrot. I don't know why she says a carrot, but I think it might be because it's like the alien in this is like vegetal, like green, like
Right.
bio. I can't remember specifically. I've only seen this film once.
Yeah.
But that is what she's referring to. Is I saw this movie once where this group is terrorized by a carrot and they electrocute it. She's
Yeah.
referring to The Thing from Another World,
Right.
which
Funny.
is another one of those references just thrown in. But there's just something so funny to me about this sci-fi movie, a character saying, "Hey, I saw a movie once."
I saw it in a movie, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, that's in Goonies, for God's sake.
Yeah, but that's not
I saw it on the Hardy Boys once.
that's not a sci-fi.
No, you're right. You're right.
There's something different. Granted,
I agree.
Like we discussed, they don't specify that it is the future.
Right.
This is potentially
Yeah, that's a
alternate
problem.
reality where it is
It's just injected
1985,
in
Present.
Yeah.
This is present, yes.
where space travel has advanced further than our real world space travel.
People aren't
Right.
watching movies anymore in our minds, right? They're spending all their time in hypersleep and traveling vast distances. They're not watching movies.
Well, and
Right.
Beth only brought one book on this on this journey.
She forgot her
16-month
iPad.
journey. Yeah.
So here's a question then. Do you think that Bryce didn't actually get lost and she was embarrassed because she actually wanted to go back to the original ship to get the book to give her because she likes her?
Oh, maybe. Or
But
when she wanted to read that book and Beth kept hogging it all the 3 months. And so Bryce goes back to the ship to read it real quick before she heads back to give it back to Beth.
Or how about this one? Bryce needed to take a shit. She grabbed the first thing she could do to read, went to the bathroom, sat out the whole thing, came back, Had the book on her.
Yeah.
Occam's razor. There it is.
She goes into her quarters to go to the bathroom, realizes her gun is dirty, so she has to take the gun off. She has to clean it up, take it all apart. She's
put it back just right.
Put it back together, put it back up, and just realize
right.
in her ADD brain, she's like, "Oh my God, I've just spent 3 hours cleaning up my room and cleaning this gun. I completely forgot about my crew. I got to go and find them."
Yeah. I better grab this book.
These are all valid options.
Yes. Headcanon. Headcanon works.
Headcanon. Yeah. For
Headcanon.
Oh my God. The Creature prequel.
Yep. We can do this. We can do this.
So their big elaborate trap is to lure the alien in and electrocute him. I love, oh my God, do I love Wendy Shaw, like digging through this random assortment of wires, talking about how she's gonna rewire as long as we stay past this blockhead. all of that like sci-fi mumbo jumbo. We're in the climax.
It's solely to keep cutting to the flashlight to build the suspense. It's just for that.
And everything she's doing is treated as she's the expert. She's the only one that could possibly do it. And she's like barely...
She unscrewed a hose and re-put it back. Yeah, that was terrible.
But she's good at chess, guys. She's good at chess.
She's amazing at chess.
I forgot about chess.
Yeah. But did you notice it? Because that's the scene you're talking about with the flashlight rolling on the floor, right?
It was on the floor.
But it was like it would cut to that as if something was about to happen. And it felt to me as if they were recreating that scene where Lambert is stacking all of the stuff they need to get onto the ship and get out of there and in Alien. And you see the shadow cast of the alien come in. Yeah. And it's so suspenseful. And then it
gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
It's so suspenseful. And it just reminded me, like, are they trying to recreate that? Oh, what's going to happen with him? But nothing happened.
They even had the thing come up, like, into frame. Where the audience saw it before she did, so we were part of it, Yeah.
And that is another one of my big Alien ripoffs, is one of the big reveals in the first Alien is that the xenomorph has been in the room the whole time. So they try to do that exact same thing where the xenomorph has been in the room the whole time, right?
Except they told us 6 times by cutting to the flashlight, so it wasn't a surprise once they did. They're like, "Don't be shocked, guys. There's in a moment there's going to be something. Get up real close."
It's like there's a creature in this movie. Don't forget.
Right.
Yeah. It's like
the big finish is coming up, everybody. Nobody go to the bathroom.
Lancelot's running up the hill. Constantly.
Oh yeah. I see what you're saying. In Holy Grail, when Lancelot keeps running and they keep cutting back, and he's back to the
yeah. Monty Python and the Holy Grail, sure.
Yeah. The plan, they electrocute him and or it. I shouldn't assume. They electrocute the creature and it's dead. Right? It falls to the ground and they poke it. Definitely dead. Let's not do anything with this corpse. Let's not dump it outside. Let's just leave it in the hallway and get the hell out of here. Well, we all know that it's not actually dead.
I was hoping it was.
I mean, I guess I just knew that there was more movie left. I guess that's the only... And maybe that's just a fault of the user. But I was like, okay, well, we still have 20 minutes left of this movie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But the creature grabs Beth, and then Beth gets hung up in that other room. And I mean, it's not like all that great. I think the electrocution is a better ending.
Yeah, we didn't need the false fucking ending. We should have left it there. Yeah.
In fact, actually, like. Although I do like where the ending does go with Perkins and the bomb, and I will say I think it's really good that the bomb malfunctions. Like I think all of that is cool. I like him finding the explosives. I like him sacrificing himself and then it not going according to plan. Right? He sacrifices himself, but it doesn't work. Although it is weird that
just like Armageddon.
Yeah. The alien looks like it's wearing a diaper when it comes and it shows with all the net all wrapped around it with the bomb in it. It looks so goofy.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever see
this creature looks goofy in general?
Predator creature, that Van Damme was in? Because now I'm trying to put some things together because Van Damme, the production company, Van Damme was supposed to be the original Predator in Predator, right?
Yes, yeah, in the red lobster suit.
Right. So didn't that have an elongated head?
It has a weird little eyes.
Yeah,
it does have like a weird elongated head.
So it's a different creature than what we all know?
Yeah.
Have you never seen these videos, Jay?
So,
no, I've never even seen the movie Predator, as you know.
Okay, but you know what the Predator looks like, the Stan Winston creation.
Very much so. I've seen some of the real ones at the place,
what's his name? Is it Kevin Peters or Kevin Peter Hall is the suit performer? Anyway, it's the same guy who did Harry and the Hendersons. It's the same suit performer.
Oh, no kidding.
As the Predator.
But originally it was supposed to be Jean-Claude Van Damme in a creature suit.
So
I didn't know that.
So they had Jean-Claude Van Damme in this bright red, weird creature suit because they could take out the bright red color against the green of the jungle.
Chroma key.
But the Predator has like the invisibility cloak, and it has like a weird effect in the movie, and you can sort of see the background sort of reflected through the weird.
Yeah, I kind of know what you're talking about. Yeah,
so
it's like liquid clear.
Yes. So they had Jean-Claude Van Damme because he was athletic, running around the jungle, and you can watch some of this footage, and it looks so
Dear
bad.
Lord.
It looks like a creature level production, not
right. And that's what
like Ed Wood directs.
Yeah, I haven't looked it up. I haven't looked at it. It's just popped into my head now because we talked about Van Damme being associated to the production company, and then I'm thinking, hang on a minute. Why haven't I seen this creature before?
Maybe one of the producers was involved in Predator. Could be a connection.
Maybe they just grabbed the creature suit and they.
What year was Predator? That's where I go. What year is Predator?
What year is Predator? Isn't it 87, 88?
I would guess.
Hey,
around there.
Hey, maybe we need to do some research. Maybe they just shrunk the neck down a bit and just put the head of creature. They just
spray paint the creature red.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the theme for tonight, right? William Shatner.
Yeah, 87.
Yeah, you never know.
Let's see if I can find a.
Well, what about the airlock scene? It was kind of before he drops him out when they've got the bomb. He's in the net, and he tells him to pull the lever, but he doesn't actually pull a lever. He just kind of touches it, and then the airlock opens up, and it's just like a hatch. Nothing gushes. There's no wind. There's no air being sucked out. It just drops outside.
I'm sure that is fully just budgetary constraints. Because even I guess they're on the planet's surface and it has a relatively survivable atmosphere because who goes outside with their space helmet off? Is it Beth?
Scared people.
Yes, right. Desperate people, Brandon.
It was Beth. Yeah, it was Beth. Yeah.
I think Wendy Shaw's more in this movie than any other movie she's in. Like, she's got more screen time in this than any other movie from my experience.
And that's why I think she was the glue of it, to be honest. I know it may not have been the best performance, but it's definitely one of the most consistent performances.
I fully agree with you, and she's definitely my favorite character of everybody in it because I didn't care about many people in this movie at all.
That
is crazy, man. That's crazy.
That's Jean-Claude Van Damme inside a weird red suit running around the jungle in the original iteration of the Predator.
Wow.
Yeah. It's amazing. It's fascinating.
Well, especially what we know, like, isn't he like kind of more egotistical, right? Like, so it surprises me that he would even cover the face and not do the high kicks, you know?
Yeah. Well, I think they probably, buttered him up by saying like you're the only one that could perform this.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Creature. No one can. We can't do the movie without you.
We need your training.
Yeah.
Good point.
So we've sort of talked about, I guess, the end of the film. It culminates with the creature wearing a net diaper with the bomb that has malfunctioned, and it's kind of like oh no, what are they gonna do? And then our hero comes back, Bryce, out of the shadows. She comes in and she blows that creature to hell.
Does anyone remember the line?
No, what does she actually say?
I don't remember, but I remember.
Get away from her, you bitch!
Oh,
Right.
yeah,
That's not it.
But
It's something else. It's something
But
else.
it doesn't even it doesn't even work with the scene. It's such a shitty line for such an epic end. And I remember thinking, I should have written it down. I
didn't write it down either.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's yeah.
Because he says it didn't go off.
not
or
flush.
It didn't blow up. And then she goes, yes, it did. And then shoots it. It's something like that. It's something ridiculous like that.
I'll find it. So yeah, Bryce comes back. Put on the captions. Oh, here it is. It didn't blow up. Oh, yes, it did. That's what she says.
How ridiculous is that?
Oh yes, it
That's
did.
That's her big hero moment because it cuts to her in the spacesuit with her gun. Oh,
Yeah.
yes, it did.
Oh, yes, it did. Shoot from the hip. Big
But it's
explosion.
it's smile, you son of a bitch. You know
Yeah, another
Yeah.
Jaws. Another
Yeah.
Jaws. Yeah.
Yeah. And the creature blows up, and they clearly really blew up some sort of suit or creature or some sort of something. Because it kind of looks cool. I like the chunks flying away.
Just like Jaws.
Just like Jaws is exactly what I was thinking. The big
Yeah.
blubber splashing down.
Yeah.
And then we learn that Bryce has been lost the entire time. And the way she's delivering it, I guess, is like she's embarrassed as the security officer. She got lost on the planet.
Yeah.
But it just seems like they had no idea what to do with the Bryce character.
Did anyone else feel like she was gonna come back possessed and there was gonna be 15 more minutes to this movie? Like, she's gonna be the creatures in there and
Exactly that, Jay. Like right at the end, everyone's happy. Oh, we haven't fun yet.
we
Let's
made
go to
it.
the ship. And then it cuts to one of the bugs crawling on
Right.
the back of her neck.
As they're getting onto the ship and closing the door to take off, a last reveal for the audience.
Yes.
That would have been cool.
Dan Aykroyd, you want to see something really scary? That whole moment.
Yeah. And then they take off on the Richter Dynamics ship.
Dude, when that happens, when you get that little lift off and it's not even off the ground before the credits come up, I couldn't believe it was over. I thought for sure they had a couple little false endings so that the real ending didn't feel like the ending at all.
Yeah. Yeah. It was
The false ones were bigger, better endings than the real ending for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And everyone
But
had
I
a
still
line.
liked it. Still enjoyed it.
You know, we had the no, it's not. Are we having fun yet? The book, all these little sew it up things.
But yes, but there was no like at the end of Ghostbusters when they're like, you did it, everybody, all right, driving away. Good job. This was like fucking it's goddamn over. Get out of the theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all of those bodies are still on that ship. They didn't clear it out.
True.
Yeah. Right. The story is not over. We've got a long ride back.
Yeah.
Number 2, man. Number 2.
Creature 2.
Also, are we going home or are we going continued forward to wherever we were supposed to? It's all.
Where's
Well,
home?
So they
Because
are
they
where
can-
they're supposed to be because they're I like the line at the beginning where they find out that Richter Dynamics has already beat them to the planet, to Titan.
Oh, you're right.
But
Okay.
only NTI knows the actual location of the alien discovery.
Okay. Got it.
So yeah,
But
they're
You're right.
leaving
It was
the
it was
planet
covered
to
in the
go back.
exposition.
Yeah.
But where's
yeah.
home? Because I was under the impression that home was at least their base, which we see for
Explode.
no
Yeah, the
explained
Concorde.
reason
Yeah.
blow up. Because
Yeah. What was
first
that
possessed-
about?
the
That was a
first possessed
cool.
guy
Very
gets on a
2001.
ship and flies into a space station.
Yeah, it's clearly possessed by the bug.
Yeah,
Right? Which means that it was on Titan and then flies back to the
to
Concorde.
the space station.
Yeah. And I think that's just to get our crew involved in heading to Titan. So I don't think that is their home base.
But
I
they
think
don't
that's
know
Okay.
it's gone.
Okay.
They don't know it's gone because they said try reaching.
That's what I
Saturn.
think. He's right. Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't know.
but
They don't know, it's
where
gone.
the coordinates are. Because
Yeah,
only NTI has the exact coordinates of the actual discovery. So unless
Right.
they sent those coordinates before flying into the Concorde and then the word hasn't gotten back to the crew that the Concorde's been destroyed.
Or was it the coordinates were given to them because of the downed West German ship, and they got the coordinates of that down West German ship?
No,
And
the
only-
West
and only-
German, the Richter Dynamics German ship
Yeah.
is there for the alien discovery as well.
Yeah.
They just beat them to Titan, but don't know the exact location of the actual where the capsule was found. The Butterfly Collection, where that Forbidden Planet prop is, where all the neon tubes.
Yeah. The neon tubes.
Only NTI knows the exact location of that. Even though what's weird, I just realized now, is on the Richter Dynamics ship, there's already a capsule on the table because Susan found them. Plus, there's all those dead German guys in the Butterfly Collection, so they found it already. None of this makes sense.
No.
Oh my god.
No. Or maybe the alien or the creature possessed the dudes and flew them into the space station, hoping that they hadn't already left to find them, so no one would ever know where they were. Maybe that's what it was.
We're really figuring this out.
We need the prequel and we need the sequel.
And then is the basis for this the space race, of course, where we're fighting against Russia or whatever, first to space, first to the moon, etc., etc., because it does feel like a little bit of that too.
Yeah.
Which is why in '85 we would pick the West Germans.
Yeah.
Or whatever the fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
A couple other things about production. It was shot during the summer of 1984, the LA Olympics. It was.
Oh wow.
It was very hot, they said, in the warehouse. They shot for 8 weeks, starting June 25th, 1984. Wow. I briefly had mentioned this, but William Malone had come to Transworld Entertainment with an original script that was actually more of a Blade Runner type movie, and they turned it down because it didn't have any appeal to them. So he went, and over the course of one night, he dug out an old space vampire script, and he ended up pitching that, or a version of that, which became Creature, and Transworld Entertainment greenlit him the next day. So then he had to write Creature.
That is one convincing presentation.
So the budget on Creature was only $750,000.
Wow.
Which is actually
amazing.
Very impressive.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
The set pieces and everything they did accomplish, that's kind of amazing.
And one of the funny things is in marketing, the producers would say that the budget was $3.8 to $4.2 million to be taken more seriously. They didn't want to be seen as an under $1 million movie, so they would tell people that the budget was upwards of $4.2 million so that people would take the movie more seriously.
Seriously, wow. Because that would mean that you raised that amount of money.
Yeah, there was enough. Yeah, you're right. There was enough.
It would mean that you convinced enough people to give you $4 million instead of one. Yeah.
Here.
Yes.
And so the last thing we should talk about that original production is the original title of this movie is The Titan Find. That was what William Malone's script was.
It's so much better.
In the description below, there is a link to some behind the scenes footage that William Malone unearthed himself and uploaded on his own YouTube channel. It's actually some really cool behind the scenes footage, and all the clapperboards, they all say Titan Find. So everybody thought they were shooting the Titan Find. In this behind the scenes footage, my favorite aspect of it is you can hear all the heavy breathing inside their spacesuits.
Rubbing.
Funny.
It's really amplified. Because of their microphones in the suit. It's very, very funny. But when it came to actually releasing the film, the producers made them change it to Creature because they thought the title Titan Find was too highbrow. I think
it works, man.
Event Horizon, that worked. It was the same thing.
Event Horizon, rest in peace, Sam Neill. I wanted
Back
to talk
to,
about the
yes.
top of the show. Huge loss. I mean, Sam Neill's so incredible as not only an actor, but just like as a humanitarian and a farmer and just an environmentalist, all these other things. So, much love to his family. I love Sam Neill so much.
I know. This one I knew was a big one for you. I figured you'd talk about it at the end.
Yeah.
I thought there'd be a card and everything dedicated to Dr. Grant.
Well, I dedicate this episode to Dr. Grant. But the other thing is there is no way that the producers did not just think about the fact that the movie Ridley Scott's Alien, it's just singular. It's what the movie is about. It's about the alien. So there's no way that they were like, well, we have to name it Creature because it's singular. It's when we get the sequel, we can call it Creatures, right?
Totally.
Creatures Resurrection, right? Creature 3. Prometheus. Is that a good one?
Wow.
That was a stretch.
Shenandoah.
Shenandoah's
Yeah,
back.
that's good. Yeah.
The Shenandoah prequel. So, they're on.
It would then become the Shenandoah series. That's how we would refer to it.
on the Blu-ray, the theatrical version, the title is Creature, but on the director's cut, the title is The Titan Find.
How much longer is the director's cut? Sorry, Steve.
10 minutes.
Okay.
And to be honest, I could not really tell what the additional 10 minutes were.
That's good.
The most obvious difference between the theatrical and director's cut is which one? The theatrical has a voiceover reading that opening paragraph, and I believe the director's cut doesn't.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I think whatever I watched, I thought did have the voiceover.
I'm
that would make sense.
On Tubi now. I want to watch it on Tubi and see what you saw.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, the crystal clear picture, full widescreen.
Yeah. I mean, so the Creature is 95 minutes, and the Titan Find is labeled as 100 minutes. So 5 minutes, not 10 minutes.
5 minutes of extra something.
But if you watch, if your version says Creature, it's Creature. If your version says Titan Find, it's the director's cut.
There you go.
That's how you can tell the main difference.
Because my understanding, without doing deep search and research, was that it came out as Titan Find and was later changed to Creature. Because even when you watch the movie, it says, when I watched the DVD, it comes up the Titan Find. It doesn't say Creature. Creature's on the cover, but when it starts, it says the Titan Find.
So there is an explanation for that. I just want to make sure. So we'll get to it. I will answer that question. So $750,000. Creature comes out April 26, 1985. Debuts on 300 screens. It did come out as Creature.
Okay.
William Malone says that James Cameron came to one of the screenings, and in one of the behind-the-scenes features, he says that James Cameron came to the screening and liked the movie. That's what William Malone said.
I don't buy it. I don't believe that for a second. Either part of it, that he came or liked it.
This is the original poster. This is the one that the artwork gets put on the VHS tape. This is Creature. This poster is done by Todd Curtis. So this is the original poster that comes out for the April release.
Looks like a piranha.
It does.
It's like actually. A space piranha swimming out of.
Now, the movie did fine for what its budget was, but I don't think the producers were very happy with what the marketing was doing.
It made money?
It did make money.
Well, it didn't cost anything. $750 is nothing.
Yeah. William Malone says that it made $8 million. Now, I don't know if he's counting theatrical and home video, but the only real number I can kind of find is $8 million.
That's still 10 times return. That's pretty good.
Yeah. So this poster here with the blue background and the painting of the piranha creature in the center was the original April release poster. But in August, they changed it to this poster.
What the fuck? Who's this guy?
The original poster was
Star
done by
Trek
Todd
character.
Curtis. This poster changed in August is by Barry Jackson. And I don't know why, this
First
is
you die, then the terror begins. What the fuck?
a black background with orange sunrise, sunset, and eyes.
Literally nothing like this. This doesn't represent the movie even a little bit.
No, this poster is really bad. But this was the producer's decision to change it. And then there's a couple
It's
other
like Dune.
posters.
It
does
does,
look more like
and the
Dune.
color schemes, everything about it is not what it doesn't represent the movie at all.
And the letters.
It's not even the right planet. They
the
switched it
letters-
to Jupiter.
They read to me more of like a Star Trek type font.
Yeah.
I know
It's like
not
Avatar
Star
to
Trek,
me. It looks like
but
Avatar.
it doesn't seem as scary. Definitely not as scary. Maybe you've seen this poster. This was another one that's more Star Wars inspired.
Very
Very
Star
much
Wars.
so.
Especially
Looks
with
like
the blaster
doesn't
looks like a light space, and the
Well,
circle
no,
thing in
it
the back looks like the.
looks like the M1A pulse rifle from Aliens.
Mm.
It's got the same shroud on the top
Oh,
of it.
whoa!
And even like the way that Beth is like laying and crouched down, is very much
Looks like
Princess
Leia.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like Wilma Daring from Buck Rogers.
and
yeah.
good one.
Yeah, it's totally Buck Rogers. Yeah.
That
I don't
circular
know-
shaped thing from the other thing, it does look like the. They show it in Star Wars as well, like the is it the Millennium Falcon. Is that what it is? That the circular shaped.
Potentially, yeah. I don't know if this is like an official poster, but this is just lots of artwork I've seen.
Is that Jean-Claude Van Damme in the middle?
It friggin' looks like him. That's funny. And then yet a different creature font on this one.
Yes. Although it's very similar. It's actually the same.
one-
And the helmet's on the fence. Don't forget your helmet.
It's actually the same logo as the original creature. It just
Oh,
has.
you're right, but
see
without
how the
the,
A is a little bit taller.
Yeah,
They just added less
Yeah.
of a glow and more of the blue outline.
you're right. Yeah.
This is the Japanese poster, and that's the one that's on
your your one.
yeah, the sleeve of my Vinegar Syndrome release.
The only reason I don't like that is it gives us a glimpse of what's to come on this, whereas I was surprised by it.
Yeah,
With the-
I do
you know,
like
the-
the face.
You do?
and then-
That's the.
Yeah, I like the maybe not as like I don't know. I think the face looks cool and scary. That's why I like
is
it.
the child's face. It looks like a child porcelain doll.
I agree.
It's weird.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Good job.
It's very scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
I
does.
love that cover. That is a great cover. The way it's got the shimmering metallic to it.
If
So
I can
good.
if I can catch the light.
Oh shoot!
Come
Yeah, with the
close.
nails there and
Oh,
the eyes.
that go
Yeah.
wide. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
Wow.
and the creature's eyes. There it is.
Yeah.
The creature's eyes shimmer and the kid's eyes.
But none of these really are good box covers for this movie, in my opinion.
Well,
Matches
this
the
is
movie. Just not
There's-
quite hitting par. Oh wow.
Titan Find.
That's the most the thing really looks like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wow.
and then I like this one a lot too. And so this is obviously Klaus.
Like
Oh,
Klaus
weird.
Kinski.
Weird.
And this one, I'll remove this again real quick.
Oh, I like how Klaus Kinski's the starring role in this one. He's the lead. Get top bill up there right below the title.
So one of my favorite things about these boutique Blu-rays is when they let you. So they give you the cover, and they usually put like the original release cover on one side, but they let you
Oh.
flip it.
Yeah.
So you could, if you choose
Oh,
to have
cool.
an alternate artwork, and the alternate artwork is that Klaus Kinski inspired,
great.
spacesuit, and I like
That
the
is
art.
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
Mars Attacks, though. You were right. Whoever said that before.
Flip it. Flip it. Brandon.
No, I like the original.
You got that
the
on
spe-
DVD.
No, I got the
On
yeah,
VHS,
that's true.
sorry. You got it on VHS.
But every time I take the disc out, I get to look at it, so it scares
Yeah.
me. Ah!
Yeah. It's like it's in the cupboard waiting for you.
It's honestly, it's my favorite thing that that they do. Like, see if I can find a. I can't reach it, but a lot of the ones they will give you the slip cover will have the new artwork, and then I love that when you take the slip cover off, you have the option to flip the paper to the original artwork. So I have the new artwork on the slip cover and then the original artwork underneath the slip cover. It's a thing that I like to. Can't think of an
Glorious
example.
nerd thing. To, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a glorious nerd thing.
I think that was all my posters. So the thing with Titan Find is that there is the versions of Titan Find that have shown up on places like YouTube, because apparently overseas in the UK, Creature became public domain for some weird loophole, And that's how a bunch of bootleg versions of the movie ended up being put out on DVD. So the original release is done through media, the VHS, and then there's not really an official DVD release until 2013, when William Malone decided to put out his own director's cut through his own sort of home video label. And that was the first time...
Self-produced it. Huh.
Yes, he self-produced it. It was the first time the movie was available in like true 16:9 widescreen. And then 2021, Vinegar Syndrome does a 4K scan of the original negative. But from the 85, 86 home video release, there was these like bootleg versions that were getting sold everywhere until 2013, when William Malone had put his own version out.
And that was the first time it was available in widescreen?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't in 2013. Yeah.
And I'd never heard of it, and I was in England.
The sort of Siskel and Ebert did not review Creature. So what I thought would be fun is, instead of reading the actual reviews from a bunch of different newspapers at the time, I'm just going to read some of the headlines from these reviews, because I think they give you exactly everything that you need to know about how these reviewers thought. So,
perfect.
George Williams from the Sacramento Bee says, Creature reveals itself another sci-fi ripoff.
That's about right.
John Douglas of Grand Rapids Press, June 5th, 1985. A ripoff of Alien, but not without qualities.
Well said.
That's fair. This one I like. Bill Cosford from the Miami Herald. Kinski and Exploding Heads save this Creature feature. Here's another one. After 97 long minutes, viewers will likely be fed up with Creature.
I don't know. I mean, I expected a few more minutes of it, to be honest.
You have probably seen this Creature feature before. Eleanor Riggle, the Atlanta Journal. And then this is my favorite headline. This was Alan Jones, July 1985, for Starburst Volume 7, Titan Find. More laughs than real shocks.
Kinda.
They got
Kinda.
it.
Yeah, the scarier stuff was more funny to me too.
Or
I just appreciated it. Nothing was really scary. Like even the pulling the face off, I was like, "Wow, that's so cool!" Instead of like,
Yeah,
it's definitely not.
I was more like giving them. I was like, "Ah, well done. Yes,
they
good
pulled
job."
it off. That looked
Totally. Because it was. I was like, yeah.
The last thing I sort of wanted to touch on is in 1990, William Malone is working on a film with H.R. Giger, as I'd mentioned earlier, called Dead Star. That film goes nowhere until the year 2000, when a film called Supernova comes out.
I remember that.
A film I've never seen, but I have seen the title Supernova.
Me too.
Originally directed by Walter Hill of The Warriors, Brewster's Millions, Streets of Fire, classic film director. He ends up taking his name off of it, so it's credited to Thomas Lee. Okay. Stars James Spader, Angela Bassett, and Lou Diamond Phillips. Edited by Francis Ford Coppola. But this is yes, Supernova 2000.
He's not usually pay for hire. Like he's not. You can't just.
I don't.
Wow.
When we do a Blockbuster year 2000, we'll get into the details of Supernova.
He lost a bet.
All right.
He must have lost a bet. But it's crazy that this H.R. Giger, William Malone script got dead in 1990, is turned into this movie Supernova in 2000.
Since you like my stories, I've worked with James Spader and Lou Diamond Phillips, and they're both spectacular.
Oh yeah, I love Lou Diamond Phillips.
Yeah,
he was just in the TV show The Chair Company on HBO. the Tim Robbins show, and he was so good in that.
Really?
Show. Yeah, Lou Diamond Phillips. Yeah.
I didn't know Tim Robbins had a show. I'm a fan of both of theirs.
Sorry, Tim Robinson.
Oh, sorry. Never mind.
Sorry, I might have said Tim Robbins, but I meant Tim Robinson from Saturday Night Live.
It's a long podcast. Maybe my earbuds are dying. It might have been.
Yeah,
me.
no, I misspoke.
Oh my God, I just saw the time. Holy crap.
It's flown by though. So this is it. An hour and a half movie has become 3 hours like that, and we're not even done.
God, I was so skeptical in the beginning of this, and I've just noticed it. Wow.
Also, Brandon's research is thorough. It's worth it.
So on this VHS, it says nominated as Best Horror Film of 1984 by the Academy of Science Fiction, Fantasy, and Horror Films. Creatures features stunning special effects by Doug Beswick. Now,
could you read the first part again? The best of what?
Nominated as Best Horror Film of 1984.
Whoops-a-daisy.
But it was because Creature actually premiered at festivals in 1984, consequently making it up for the Saturn Awards of 1984. So it was nominated for Best Horror Film alongside Gremlins, Firestarter, Dreamscape, and Nightmare on Elm Street.
That's what I was going to say.
Wow.
1984 is original Elm Street, which is tough.
Yeah.
That's tough to beat.
Gremlins is the one who won Best Horror Film that year.
Wow. Well, that was a much bigger. I mean, everybody saw Gremlins.
Yeah. It was also nominated for Best Special Effects alongside Gremlins, 2010, the year we made contact.
That's a weird one.
Dune, and Star Trek 3. So because of its, film
it's a lot of competition.
Debut, it was up against these 1984 science fiction and effects horror movies.
And Ghostbusters, I guess they considered a comedy at that point, even though it was effects-driven and horror-driven, or thriller-driven. Huh? Sci-fi.
That's going up against the
that's fascinating. Yeah, no shit, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. And honestly, the effects that they did do, like as wild as the creature was cheesy, I go back to the pulling the face off and a couple other ones that were pretty decent.
The head exploding.
Head exploding was amazing. Yeah. Friggin' amazing.
Yeah, it's the best. Like it really is one of the best head explosions I've ever seen in a movie. And it's so I honestly can't. People need to see this movie, and I need to see this movie in a theater with an audience. I think it would be so much fun projected on the big screen.
Well, if it comes to videos, I'm going to let you know, and you can come and join me and Jay, and we're going to go and watch it at videos. Yeah. That'll be amazing.
And I just had a thought too, Brendan, as this podcast gains popularity, that could be a thing that we do, go to different places, not even to do the podcast, but to go watch a movie.
Yeah.
In a theater with people, like an old movie. Yeah.
Honestly,
there's so many theaters you can just rent out now because they need it,
my dream is to program movies for a fun sort of film festival type thing like that.
Dude, you'd be so freaking good at that.
Oh man, it would be.
You are a movie DJ. You really, really are. You're a VJ, I guess, whatever that is.
Yeah, a DVD.
But you wouldn't be allowed to explain the movie before it plays because that would go on for a couple of days. So
that's right.
We'd have to tie you up.
Yeah.
And we'd have
to book the theater for at least 6 hours because we're watching a movie and then we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk back after the movie for 3 hours.
Yeah,
we'll let Brandon type over. It'll be like a live chat with all the little blurbs. Yes. He'll just facts and tribute.
Video pop up on MTV.
Yeah, exactly. Factoids.
All right. Well, is there anything else from Creature in your notes that we didn't talk about? I think we pretty much hit everything. Everything that was in my notes.
There really was an old school charm to this movie. It didn't feel like a movie made in 1985 to me, and sometimes. And when you said the Forbidden Planet, and some of those other things, it almost made me think back to those times, those old. The acting specifically, it made me think of just old movies where they act and then they look and everything is so soap opera dramatic, and I liked it. It worked for me. There was a charm. It didn't annoy me like I think maybe it could have, and maybe it's because I did like a lot of the people, Ferris's dad and Wendy Shaw.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know. I liked it. I mean, it doesn't have a huge score or anything. It's not going to be 5 stars, but I liked it.
Let's get into it, because let's do our reviews before I read the Letterboxd one. So
okay,
Jay, would you like to start us off with your star rating out of 5 stars for Creature 1985?
Sure. Thanks, Brandon. This one for me, we've had movies like this before where I've enjoyed them, and if I did half stars, it probably would be a little higher than I'm going to give it. I'm giving it 2 stars because I don't think it's a good movie. I think I enjoyed it more than a 2-star movie, but the quality's not really there. And I just can't justify giving it a 3. I just can't. There are too many other good movies that are 3s for me. So it's 2 stars, but on the caveat that it totally deserves a 2.5 on enjoyability. But I don't do that. I liked what I saw. I didn't expect to like this. I don't know. Honestly, when you told me that Steve picked it, I kind of did have a weird feeling that I would like this one. It looked like it might be just bad enough to be good. But, I've been disappointed before, and I wasn't today.
Yeah.
So thanks, Steve. Good job.
Yeah, no problem,
thanks,
man. I don't know if that cuts to me, but
go ahead.
Well, you chose it. You're next.
I'm kind of gutted too, because everything you just said is 100% true. It really, out of a 5 score, it really doesn't command a 3. But it's intriguing, and I am going to watch it again. And I'm actually pissed that I didn't go out and try and find it on Vinegar Syndrome like Brandon did, because looking at the clarity of the redos, the scans, I want to watch it in the scan because I think it does it justice. I couldn't watch it dark, I couldn't watch it semi-dark on DVD, and now I want to watch it again. So I think it has to get a 2. I almost want to give it a 3, but it's shit, so it's got to get a 2. But it's
good shit, enjoyable shit.
Yeah, but I think you're right. I think
if you're in the mood for a good shit,
I don't think
like Bryce when she gets lost, quote unquote lost.
We've invented the canon.
I got lost.
It smelled like that when I went in there.
Maybe Bryce was eating more food off of the counter in the German ship, and she got an upset stomach.
That could be it.
Hang on a minute. Watch it again, people. See if the book has as many pages in the beginning to when she gives it back to her. Maybe she didn't make it to the bathroom. That was the first thing she found on the floor. Tore the pages. There you go. No, so unfortunately, I'd love to give it a 3, but I think you're right. It has to get a 2. But I am probably gonna get this one on a different format. I think, which is ridiculous. It doesn't top. It doesn't top one of my favorite all-time, Star Crash. Doesn't top that for me. So
okay. I've never seen that, but I have I have been meaning to get a copy of it.
Yeah,
I've never heard of that one.
Oh, but let's not get into it now. But
no, for sure. Brandon, too, I'm thinking that we might have made a mistake in that we never implemented the heart policy. It's probably too late to do it now, but I would totally give this one 2 stars and a heart because I did enjoy it.
Yeah, that's what your letterbox is for, Jay.
I know. I always forget to.
I know. We
it's like one more fucking app to log into. God damn it.
Well, for
you're right.
For next season we'll implement the heart, and I'll make notes of the heart.
Well, by next season I'll have an assistant here, and I'll just tell them, and they'll do it, and they can look at the app. Yeah, perfect.
Or you've just got a different scale. You got 2 out of 5 for the movie it is, but 4 out of 5 for entertainment purposes, right? So.
Well, and we do. Brandon and I factor that in, the enjoyability factor. Yeah. Even if it's not a good movie, this one was enjoyable.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, then guys, maybe it does deserve a 3 because we have talked for
2
goddamn hours about it.
I can't. The longest podcast was a movie that I didn't even like, so I don't know. I think I feel like this. I feel like that's where the heart comes in, and I just in a 2.5. You can do halves if you want. The show does halves, just Brandon and I don't.
Yeah.
Oh,
so if you feel 2.5, go for it. Yeah, there you go.
I'm doing 2.5 all the way. 100%.
Yeah, yeah, there you go.
Okay,
for some reason we didn't start with that, so I'm doing whole stars.
Yeah, it's too much for me. As addicted as I am to Letterboxd and the obsession I have with rating movies and writing reviews, it would be so difficult for me to implement half stars. I go, is it a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, or 5? I can wrap my head around it.
I don't like the phoniness of it. All half stars do is create a 10-star system.
Yeah,
That's all they do. That's
this is a
literally all they do.
5 out of 10
so
film.
so I kind of have my own little vendetta against it, where I'm like, no, we're doing 5s, and I can.
Yes.
It's 20% at a. Yeah, you get it.
Yeah. Well, that being said, Creature for me is 3 stars and a heart.
Whoa! No way.
I don't normally read my own reviews on here, but if you want to read my reviews, you can follow me on Letterboxd at Brandon Mindell. It's link in the description, a link in bio is all in there. But here's what I wrote for Creature. I wrote 3 stars and a heart, and then but a 5-star experience. This alien ripoff needs to be projected on the big screen in a room full of people. I need to see this with a crowd. So bad, so good. I loved every second of it.
Oh my God!
Wow. There you go.
I want to. Can I rate your review?
You can like it. You can like my reviews.
That tips a 2.5 to a 3, but it'll stay in.
I know, that was
my buddy
fantastic.
My buddy Dan liked my review.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
I
Brandon.
agree. I do agree with what you're saying, man. It was a high.
Yeah, I do.
But entertaining, not for what it was, but entertaining for what it makes us talk about.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, I love bad movies. Yeah. I find them so charming when they are done by somebody who is putting their all into it and making it as best as they can, and it just comes out a little bit off kilter. That is the magic of Tommy Wiseau's The Room. This movie, Big Shark, is bad. It's not.
Oh, you've already seen it.
Oh yeah, I saw it in theater. The Blu-ray just came out.
Of course you did.
The Blu-ray just came out. The thing with The Room is that he is truly a passionate independent filmmaker who raised $6 million to make The Room. And it just came out a little bit off kilter and, took over the world.
Did he raise $6 million? I thought the premise of the thing was that he was independently wealthy. Every time they went back to that account, they're like, "Oh, this account, yeah, that account's never dry."
Well, he raised $6 million himself through his business investments and rental properties in San Francisco. Yes, but The Room cost $6 million, and he bought all of his equipment. And
right,
yeah, I cannot wait for a blockbuster year 2005 when we get to cover The Room.
He wrote one new joke and used it 3 times in one show. That's hilarious. That's the 3rd time for that joke tonight.
It's my favorite.
I guess it works. It works for every year, I guess.
Yeah. All right. So the last thing is on Letterboxd. I love to read people's reviews. So here are some of the reviews I pulled for Creature. Cedar says, the door opening sound effect was the Star Wars laser sound, and it was very distracting. 3 stars and a heart. Ben says, if you take Alien, the original 77 Star Wars, pre-George Lucas, CGI edits, a Skinamax flick, Plan 9 from Outer Space, and Ferris Bueller's Dad, you get this thing. Solid goofball ass B movie, 3 stars.
I agree with all of these.
Yeah. Brian, I like to think they just happened to find Kinski wandering around in a spacesuit and worked him in Bowfinger style. 3 stars. And
oh, I love that Bowfinger style. Any Bowfinger reference to me is fantastic.
I want to see a movie where they Bowfinger Kinski into Creature.
Oh. That's awesome.
Master J. Gordon says, not even trying to hide that they're directly ripping off Alien. Lucky for them, I like Alien, so this was bearable. 2.5 stars.
Yeah.
I kind of agree. I wish it were almost a little more tongue-in-cheek, though, so that they were acknowledging. It would show it was self-aware. It wasn't quite self-aware that it was being Alien.
There was a moment where, I can't remember who, if it was a producer or somebody, told William Malone, you should just make this a parody, like a spoof film. And
you got a better shot.
Yeah, no,
like Sharknado or something.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
The last one here from Amy says...
And then he did it anyway, by the way. Unintentionally.
Amy says, because what Alien was really missing was boobs and sexual harassment. 1 star.
Yeah, the sexual... I mean, is it harassment? It's... what is it when you actually? It's a sexual assault. It's assault, right? When you actually,
it's guaranteed. Yeah, 100% assault. Yeah.
And apparently, it sounds like it really was.
So
that's what we took into account, Brandon. We brought it down a bit. Yeah.
I will say, Klaus Kinski has other claims, but when Diane Salinger was talking about Klaus Kinski on the special features, which is a new interview in 2021, she talked about him in a positive way.
Good.
So
good.
Regardless of what happened that day on set, that she wasn't telling that story again. She was talking about how much she loved working with Klaus Kinski and how excited she was as an actress to work with such a big, acting guy, like
on her first picture, her first role. Yeah.
Now, the other interesting part is William Malone, the director and writer of this film, does not mention Klaus Kinski one time in his 16-minute interview talking about all of the cast. So what happened there?
I don't think something happened there, but that tells me he was indeed a must-hire, which is what you said earlier. Yeah. Whereas he was thrust upon the creative genius, and he is not part of the original vision, so he will not be part of the regurgitation of the story.
Yeah, it just in the special feature,
I liked him. I like the addition of that, hitchhiker thing or stowaway.
Yeah, the creature is sly.
I came in the back. I get it. Okay.
Eating your lunch. No, he's not even breaking for lunch. Just full on.
White bread in space. Give me a break. I guess it was 1985.
And in 2001, they eat sandwiches. They eat parchment wrap sandwiches in 2001.
I thought that was sushi. You're right. That was sandwiches.
No, it's sandwiches. Yeah, they eat like ham sandwiches, ham and turkey sandwiches on that transport before the press conference.
Right, with the phone call place. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I got to watch that again too.
I personally am going to be interested in what you think about Star Crash when you come to watch it, because that was something else, man. Something else. So yeah, it'll be interesting.
Has anyone here ever seen Space Truckers? Speaking of weird, not so great space movies.
I just watched Space Truckers.
Dude, I love Space Truckers. I'm waiting for that to be on sale so I can buy it. I love it. I love it. Guilty pleasure.
About it. So
dude, it's bad good. It's horrible good.
So bad, so good. I loved it. I had such a great time.
Dennis Hopper kills. He kills.
Oh my God. There is
fucking the little kid.
Okay, George Wendt delivers.
Yeah, George Wendt. Go ahead.
He delivers a hilarious line of dialogue. This young guy comes into his office at the base where all the space trucks park, and he's looking for his big break, right, in the space trucking industry. And he walks into George Wendt's office, and George Wendt says, "I hear you graduated from space trucker school." And it's just like, oh my God, that's a real line of dialogue delivered by a real human being in a movie. Charles Dance, I don't want to give it away, but he has a line where he says, "If I had an anus, I'd soil myself."
I love that. Stephen Dorff is the kid I couldn't think of before. He's the young,
yes,
the younger guy.
Yeah.
No, that's a guilty pleasure. I enjoy it anytime it's on. Really, really do. I'm glad you finally watched it.
Director of Reanimator, Stuart Gordon.
Dude, no wonder, because that's, you know what? It's got that off-kilter kind of sense of humor.
The best part about this movie,
you know how Reanimator's half a comedy?
All the product, all the futuristic trucking product, and he drives
billboards and everything.
The name of his truck is a Pachyderm, and it's like an old, it'd be like an old jalopy, Peterbilt nowadays. It's his old reliable. It's not just newfangled high tech stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie, but it also was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But same thing. Good production design. I highly recommend it. Steve, have you seen that one?
Nope. I've heard so much about it, and I've said so many references to it, but I've never seen it.
Yeah.
But I put it up there with like a Pluto Nash or one of those. It's that kind of world, but it's better than that somehow. Like, I actually think that's a bad good movie. This one, Pluto Nash, I think is bad.
This is why I love going to flea markets and thrift stores, because these are the movies now which are on my lists, and if I see them, I'm grabbing them, and they're only $2.99.
$1.99, exactly.
$1.99 double team.
people got rid of so much stuff when streaming came on board, thinking it was the right choice, and now we're reaping the benefits by going to flea markets.
I'm one of them. I'm one of them. You guys are buying all my old shit.
I'm the king. I have all the media.
Because I'm the whiz. Look at me, I'm the whiz.
I'm the whiz.
We're going to stick a hunker down on the farm and watch all the movies we want.
Yeah.
You'll never have to leave.
Yeah.
I do get a little jealous when I look at you there, because I used to have the whole wall of media, and I was like, oh, what should we watch today? And you go scan it like the library, but man, I like not having to get up.
It's crazy. People are feeling it with all of the rumors of, well, not rumors, but like movies are being taken from people's accounts on Sony. Movies they bought.
That's real.
They bought digitally.
Real.
Yes.
Physical
so how does that
going away?
Yeah, no, I know. And then the censorship
too.
and everything. I see the direction of this, but I worry about, I made the switch years ago and I bought everything on Apple. So can they just make my shit go away?
They can, yes.
Read the fine print.
Yeah.
The worst thing about all of it is if you hit buy on a streaming channel, you hit buy. You don't buy, you borrow until they decide you can't have it anymore.
Yeah.
I also download everything and keep everything on a media server, but it's still digital. You're right. They could wipe it out, I'm sure, somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bonkers.
And then
the other bummer too is you can't, and I didn't know this till afterwards, even with Apple, you can watch them in 4K. But when you download them to put them on your media server, 1080. And I was like, well, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
So sort of defeats my whole little plan.
And I am seeing a resurgence of physical media collectors, primarily in the generation below my generation.
Correct.
They are realizing, there is all these other movies out there that I can just buy, and they're getting into DVDs and VHS.
Yeah. They also like buttons and tangible things and handmade items and stuff, and they're over screens and swiping, and I love it. Bring it on. I want to hang out with kids.
Yeah. Yeah,
that sounds weird. I take that last part back. That sounded awful.
The only thing for me is that now it's harder for me to make sure I'm getting all my copies because now there's more people buying the.
You've got competition now. That's right,
dude. No, people are lazy, dude. You're doing the right thing. You're going to the physical venue to look and physically do it. People just go onto Amazon, right? So the good thing is to get to the. Yeah, but sometimes you have to, right? If it's available, grab it, especially when they have a sale. So if you can get it at a reduced price because they're trying to clear the warehouse, fuck, I'm taking them. I'll take all of them, especially Steelbooks and 4Ks, right? So I'm always going to the sales and seeing what's on there.
Yeah,
Steelbook, 4K, Criterion, any of those.
Yeah.
The two online retailers that I use, they've both moved over to a bigger conglomerate now. One was the Shout Factory website. They've moved to a website called like Groove or something, and I don't really like their website.
Is that the Universal owned property?
I don't know.
There's a website that's Universal owned, and you can buy physical media, 4K steelbooks, all that stuff from there.
Whoa!
Yeah, no, this is like my Space Truckers, Scream Factory and Shout Factory. They don't have their own website anymore. They've turned it over to some other distributor party, and I don't really like their website. And then the other one, it kind of bummed me out, is there was a Canadian distributor called Unobstructed View, and they just changed their name. I don't even know what the new name is because every time I go to look on their website, I type the old website in because it automatically directs me to this new one, and I don't like it either. Like it just bums me out that physical media is kind of coming back, but it's these companies that I like. They're clearly struggling.
But you can't buy it digitally.
Yeah,
it's weird. You can't buy your physical media through a website.
Yes,
Groove is GRUV, right?
Yes, GRUV.
Yeah, I think that's the one I'm talking about. I think that's the Universal owned, and it's got Shout Factory, it's got Steelbooks, it's got
So they've just put all of their e-commerce online sales through this other website, and I don't really like it all that much
because it was so good. I didn't trust it, so I did a little bit of research into what it was, and that's when I found out it was a Universal property. So
yeah.
And when you come visit, Brandon, we'll go over to the Universal store and you can buy whatever they have at their store.
Well, that honestly, when I visit places, the first thing I look up is filming locations, and the second thing I look up is DVD stores.
Wow.
That's what I whenever I go somewhere, I'm always like, okay, what can I find here? What kind of stores they got?
Oh, dude, next visit will be fun. We have to time it on a Vidiot's play of something we all want to watch.
Yeah.
Followed up by visiting those thrift stores I was telling you about with all the movies.
Yeah, the Hollywood ones. Yeah.
And then this. Yeah. So that will be so much fun. So much fun.
Well, is there anything else? I think we've done it. Steve challenged us to doing a 3-hour episode on Creature, and we blew it out of the
3.5 almost. Amazing.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Yeah. These are my favorite comments.
Call your bluff, Threve.
Ryan came to the beginning of the show, left to go do his show, Gotham City Tonight, and then is back to watch the end of our show.
I feel like that happens every week. I love it.
I know it. That's why it's the best.
Hey, it's reliable, man. You can make dinner, you can go out for dinner, you can come back and you can catch the end. It's great.
Exactly.
Steve, can you see how crystal clear that shit is over there? Oh, well, no, it's a commercial for
now
Sour
it's
Patch
never.
Kids. The moment I said it.
Oh,
That's
is
the
that
one downfall with Tubi.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm checking it out, and I'm going to check it out after this when I eat. It's hot.
The
here,
good
so
news
I'm
is
eating.
I don't watch a lot of stuff on Tubi, but I've noticed the quality is excellent, and the commercials are only like 20 seconds. It's already back to the movie.
Gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to check that out.
It's
for sure.
actually a really great source.
Yeah.
Because they have a lot of really weird stuff and hard. And I actually
They've got the most obscure stuff. Stuff I can't find anywhere is usually streaming there for free.
Model. How are they getting all of this stuff? Right? I understand that they're making money through the advertisers, but how are they writing these deals to getting the permission? Is it because it's more like television and the advertising? Like, is there a different loophole or something?
Oh, get ready.
Yes, and you can look it up. You can look up Tubi because they have a long play.
John.
It's amazing. Now we're watching the movie on the podcast.
That's gonna get you taken off. There you
Look
go.
at her.
We have to stop now though.
No,
because
there's no volume, luckily. No
There's
volume.
about to be some titties, so we're gonna have to stop.
Oh, gee whiz. Thank you for that. I forgot. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
And Tubi had all of that. There was nothing blocked out at all.
Yeah.
I was surprised.
We all missed that earlier because we've already had the other
Man,
one.
I'm glad you said that. That's funny, Steve. I would not have even thought about it.
We've already had the I'm scared to die. I don't think I'm coming back. Make love to me. That scene's already played, and we were so nerding out about DVDs, we missed it.
In my mind, I put up a Blockbuster a year earlier. I don't know if you know that or you noticed, but like in my mind, it was because of the commercials. I didn't want the commercials to come up, and I totally forgot about the full-blown frontal nudity.
Well, ultimately, I hope everybody watching, listening to this episode watches and checks out Creature if you haven't seen it yet. It is
very
so
enjoyable.
much fun, and I'm going to continue to sing the praises of it and hope that one day I get to enjoy a theatrical presentation of Creature, because that would be the best.
We just need to find out who has the rights and then rent a print from them, and then we can just throw our own. It's that, I love that idea of doing it at Vidiot's with Threve here. I love that idea. It'd be really funny. And it'd be a funny idea for to have all right, anybody you ever watch Blockbuster here? You're in the LA area? Come on out. We're going to Vidiot's on blah, 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 blah. Come meet Brandon Mandel from BC DeLorean.
Yeah, I'll talk to you for 3 hours each.
No, you're not allowed to talk. We've already covered that. You're not allowed
No,
to
outside.
talk.
This is outside before the movie. They can meet me before, and I'll talk to them each individually.
You want to save your energy till after. We'll do the meet and greet after.
Yeah.
The people shuffling towards the exit. But but then and then just try and then we coming back in.
Well, we'll
again.
just take this episode and put it double speed so it lines up timing wise with the movie, and we'll put it in the bottom corner.
Yeah.
Genius.
So
As
good.
if it's for the hearing impaired.
Yes.
That's genius. Yeah, I love it. I just want to say thank you so much for all of these Wednesdays. I won't probably be able to do Wednesdays anymore, but I have had so much fun spending Wednesdays with everybody for the last year, apparently.
Yeah.
It's been a
just
blast.
another day.
Yeah. I know.
Most likely Thursday. So keep your Thursdays
I didn't know
open.
if we were letting that out of the bag. Yeah,
whatever.
Thursday's good for me.
Yeah. If I know things change. The show is less than a year old. Okay, so things can change or grow
It's
as
one more
as we're
day.
saying.
Although
yeah.
it will clash with my every other Thursday, but I've already been on twice. Everyone else can come on.
Yeah.
And you can do yours and then come watch the end of ours because we'll still be going.
Exactly. You can be the new
100%.
Ryan. Now Ryan can be on all the time because he doesn't do his show on Thursdays.
Yeah, there he goes. He's straight in. I can do Thursdays.
There he is. Yeah, I can join you more Thursdays.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay. Well,
Three, how do we follow you? Can I do that? Can I ask that?
follow me
Sorry,
on-
Brandon.
You can follow me on Instagram. You can follow my cosplay escapades on Shit Spackled Muppet Fart. And you
Yeah.
can follow other things on Steve3D. And
Do I
if
follow
you-
both Steve3D?
I usually start following everyone so I can double comment and keep everyone in business.
Oh. Yeah, I got you on both. Okay.
Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, and then also on DL44 on Saturdays,
Yeah.
we do our Star Wars unboxings. I'm mostly concentrating, as you can see, with the Micro Galaxy range. It's quite a lot of them. So they're coming out Saturday mornings, and other things that we do on DL44 randomly. So make sure you subscribe and see what pops up. And you can always catch me on
that's all
Generation
Star Wars. Just so people know,
Yeah.
the DL44 network is all Star Wars.
Star Wars, which Brandon
News,
hates.
and I saw Tommy has a new show, Past and Future Guest. Tommy, who was
Tommy's
on
been
our-
doing some cooking shows.
Tommy
so
from
he's-
our Nightmare and Jason, our Freddy vs. Jason episode.
Oh.
Tommy does a
Yeah.
cooking show on
Eating,
DL44.
eating out with Star Wars.
Eating out with Star Wars. Ryan is always on there.
Yeah.
He was doing Star Wars news. He was doing what was the Planet show called with him and Trevor from NECA?
Oh, other Regions Unknown.
Regions Unknown. So yeah,
Just-
there's a whole bunch of, and then
Wow.
Paul shows up on that channel every once in a while. So
Yeah.
lots
Paul
of
Sun
stuff
Young
going
Lee?
on there. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love him. Love
Like
him.
Star Wars nerdism at its best,
Yeah.
but very random and unorganized. So it's the best. So you have to
Yeah,
subscribe
that's
for the
the-
bell rings.
Forgive me for not being a Star Wars person, but what does DL44 signify?
DL44 was the blaster used by Han Solo.
Oh, of course. Yes, I forgot. Thank you.
Yeah, not the sound effect we
Sorry.
got in this movie we just did.
Yes.
Unknown
Oh,
regions.
Yeah, unknown
every,
regions, not regions.
every
unknown.
other month.
Yeah. Or
That's
when
Ryan.
convenient. When
Yes.
convenient.
That's Ryan's other show.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And again, just Generation X-Wing for similar things to this. Every now and then we'll do a movie review of some old nostalgic movie and see if it still holds up to today's fun times.
Nice.
Yeah.
We,
With Jamie,
I like
who
that
who I'm
format.
gonna see next weekend. I'm doing a Ghostbusters gig, and so
Oh, sweet.
Oh.
I'll see Jamie at the. we're doing a-
Everyone's connected.
Yeah, we're doing a. I think it's called Starlight Charity.
Oh yeah, yeah.
at
Starlight
the-
Foundation. Yeah.
Starlight Foundation at
Yeah.
the Mission Raceway in British Columbia on Sunday, July 26th, I believe.
Nice.
Yes.
I love hearing this. Brandon's got
Yeah.
dates.
Sunday,
Promoting
July
dates.
26th. If you're in the area, the Ghostbusters Ecto 1 is going to be out at the Mission Raceway. I have times here, actually. I should probably say that. From 10 to 4. Got a big Ghostbusters. There'll be other Ghostbusters and stuff there, too. And it'll be a big fundraising day. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. If you need to find out what he means by Jamie, just check out Generation X-Wing, Ready
Yeah.
to Believe, every Tuesday.
Ooh.
Jay Ryan, where can people find you?
Thank you so much. Still currently at Porsche Life 111 on Instagram. I keep showing this, but we do this little talk show over here, late night play set on Instagram. Well, geez, I guess you should probably check out Good Night with Ben Glebe. And then this. Even though we may be switching nights, we don't want to stop doing this. So please follow A Blockbuster Year, like all the stuff, subscribe to all the stuff so that we can keep doing this and build the audience. Because Brendan and I don't want to stop. We're having a blast. Steve, too. He'll be back for a
Steve
third
3.
appearance at some point.
Not Steve 2, Steve 3.
And
in that case, I have to do 3. It's in the.
it's got to be, yeah, at least.
Yeah. 3
And Good Vibes Breakfast Club if you like cars and you're here in LA up at Newcomb's Ranch. I don't
Wonderful.
know, and a bunch of other stuff. Oh, and then Heritage Auctions, they've got some videos coming out. You can see that at Heritage Auctions. We'll be part of that, and working on a bunch of stuff behind the scenes that we'll be able to talk about soon.
Yeah, all that auction, that
Which is fun.
Heritage prop auction is happening right now. There was stuff going on the last couple of days.
You're right. The 13th through the 17th, it's happening currently. Yeah, but like screen used hoverboards, that was really cool to be able to go authenticate some of that stuff for them, and it was fun. It was fun to be back in that world doing that stuff again. And Brandon, by the way, every single time I kind of have to credit you and our little merry band of Goonies, because if I didn't meet you, I probably would not have opened up this chapter of my life again, which is thriving currently. So, and
great.
it's sort of getting me out of a hole that I've been in for a long time. So like, it's pretty weird how the world works out. And always, celebrate your inner nerd, because mine's coming back out again and things are working out. So,
and I enjoy living vicariously through you and you sending me pictures, and I go, ooh,
me
that's
too.
Cool.
Well, me too. You've got my old movie car life. Like that's what I used to do all the time. So like whenever you're doing a thing and you're like the other day you're like, I'm getting ready for an event, and you brought out all of the iconic fucking TV and movie cars.
Yeah.
It was like, oh my gosh. So I think it's a two-way street is all I'm trying to say. How do we keep up with your fun stuff?
Well, first and foremost, subscribe to A Blockbuster Year, the channel. We've got an Instagram, a Facebook, Blockbuster Year Pod. And if you're into the movie car and props, you can check out BC DeLorean. That's me. I've posted a couple videos on there. It's been the account has been going gangbusters the last few days.
Yes, I'm noticing that too. You're blowing up, buddy. It's great.
I'm blowing up right now. Sam Neill passed away, and I made a little video just honoring him in a way that I thought would be cool, and talking about how much how important Jurassic Park is to me. And that video has just hit the algorithm. So it's been crazy. But Sam Neill was really a really cool guy. Jokingly, I would like to dedicate this episode to Sam Neill. I love him as an actor. I mean, the night after he passed away, I went and watched In the Mouth of Madness, which is a John Carpenter movie, which is a Sam Neill performance that I think is actually, I have it. I haven't put my Sam Neill movies away. Jurassic Park. Here it is, in the Mouth of Madness, the John Carpenter film. What is it? 1990? What is it? 1994. It's all about like the publishing world and horror authors like Stephen King. It's a fantastic, cool, weird movie, and Sam Neill is so good in it.
And a year after Jurassic Park. That's crazy.
Yeah, after Jurassic Park.
I'm going to watch Event Horizon soon.
Event Horizon.
That's a good one.
A lot of fun. Bicentennial Man. He's the.
Oh my God! I forgot.
Yeah, he's the dad.
That's another good one too. That makes me cry every fucking time.
He's kind of the bad guy. John Carpenter's Memoirs of an Invisible Man with Chevy Chase. Super
Daryl
fun.
Hannah.
And this one, where did it go? This one did get put away. But this, if people have not seen Hunt for the Wilder People, it's a Taika Waititi film. Taika Waititi made like Thor Ragnarok and
What We Do in the Shadows?
What We Do in the Shadows. Thank you, Steve. This movie is so freaking good. It stars the kid Ricky Baker. Well, that's not the actor's name. Julian Dennison is this kid Ricky Baker. If you have not seen Hunt for the Wilder People, do yourself a favor, check it out. Great Sam Neill performance. A super hilarious, heartwarming movie. But yeah,
dude, your video's at 1.4 million views. You've got 131,000 likes and over 2,000 comments so far, and this thing is just going. That's 2 days ago, and it's just still going. Wow.
I understand that a lot of
that's
that is
crazy.
All of people. That just goes to show you how many people loved Sam Neill and how missed he will be.
It's also because
it also has to do with what you've done here and your dedication to it. Yes.
And your amazing Blockbuster that you go and hide in to watch these movies.
Correct. Yes. Thank you very much, Steve. That was that was the point I was going to make.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying you need to do this, Brandon, but at least acknowledge the fact that it's not simply because you put up a tribute video. It's what the video was.
Yeah. Well,
we all put up tribute something for Sam Neill.
Yeah.
This is fantastic.
Yeah. He will be missed. And if people should check out his Instagram, Sam Neill.
I'm just looking at your follower count. Holy shit. It went up so much since I saw it last. 18,600 right now. It was like 10.6 last time I looked. Yep. Shit, dude. That's awesome.
It's been crazy. Check out Sam Neill's Instagram, Sam Neill the Prop. The videos that he puts up with all his animals on his farm They're just hilarious, and he was just such a lovely man, and such a good guy. So yeah, Sam Neill.
It's such a surprise because we thought we were sort of out of the closet with the cancer and all that, and then just kind of like a ooh.
Well, it hasn't been fully revealed yet, but his family did say like he was cancer free, so that wasn't the cause of his death. There was other factors, but yeah.
That's kind of what I mean, though, and they sort of, it was sort of known that cancer's not going to be a problem, so we thought we're going to hang on to Sam Neill. That's so great, and then fucking gone.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. Well, I can't really transition.
I watched Jurassic Park that day. Did anyone else?
Well, I watched Mouth.
You did it on the video, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
In the Mouth of Madness was the movie that I've seen Jurassic Park so many times, but In the Mouth of Madness I only catch up in once in a while. And I
agree with you, but all of your posts about Dr. Grant made me. You're like R.I.P. Dr. Grant. Dr. Grant was the best. Dr. Grant this and that. So I just felt like I had to.
I did legitimately left it on the TV in my Blockbuster, like while I was working, like. When I post those videos of me putting on movies while I'm working, that's actually what I'm doing.
You don't need to watch it, Brandon. You can live it. You know what I mean? It's like you can hear it and you'll see it. You don't need to physically watch it because it's permanently stamped.
You're right.
In your brain. It is.
And he can go get in the Jeep and must go faster.
Yes.
Like he can go do the actual things.
There is that too. Yeah.
Or my favorite quote: "I will not get into another financial debate with you, Dennis."
I really will not. I don't ask people, what is it? I don't blame people for their mistakes, but I do ask that they pay for them.
Exactly. I really hate that, man.
Oh, God, so good.
It's the best.
I forgot how good. There's parts of that movie that I forget how good they are every single time. And the pacing. God. It's one of the best paced movies I've ever experienced. That's what I've noticed the other day.
Yeah. One of the posts that I kept seeing in honor of Sam Neill was like Jurassic Park, the greatest dad joke in film history, when he goes and he pretends to electrocute himself on the face. Yeah.
I totally reposted it too. I could not. I thought it was great. Good meme.
Okay, well.
R.I.P. Sam Neill.
R.I.P. Sam Neill. Thank you for everything. All right.
Also, that's a Kauai movie, and Nicole and I, we got married on Kauai. Like that was our special place. And my first time ever going to see Letterman ever in my life, Jeff Goldblum was the guest, and he was there talking about how he had just almost died shooting this movie Jurassic Park because the hurricane came in and everything, and it's kind of crazy. Well, actually, I have a lot of personal connections to Jeff Goldblum and Kauai and Jurassic Park and all that stuff. And where we used to go Jeep, we used to literally go up to where the raptor scene was filmed.
Yeah. Did you post the video, or did you send me the video of Sam Neill on Letterman because it's your desk and chairs?
Yeah, I sent it to you. I didn't. It felt like I would be asking for. It just felt. Yeah, it didn't feel tribute-y enough. But I sent it to you just because Sam Neill has sat here before, which is cool.
Yeah, in those chairs. Yeah. One of those chairs Sam Neill sat in.
Yep.
Amongst many other celebrities.
Yeah, a few others, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess next week, how do I transition out of it? Next week, we are going to be covering the film Cat's Eye, Stephen King.
Never seen it.
Speaking of In the Mouth of Madness, his name gets dropped in that film, young Drew Barrymore. And we will We will be joined by our friend, Steve, Yoko McCann.
Oh,
she's coming on the show next week to talk about Cat's Eye.
Nice.
Yeah, excited to have her on the show.
Yeah,
cool.
That'd be great.
Me too.
Yeah,
great guest.
I don't know her, but I'm excited, and I'm excited to see the movie. I've never seen it. Never. I don't even know really anything about it.
James.
I remember
Woods.
Firestarter. I remember E.T. I don't know this one. James Woods.
Candy Clark's in this movie. I love Candy Clark from American Graffiti.
It's a good movie, man. Different movie.
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm looking forward to it.
Cool.
Who directed it?
Louis Teague. His name.
Really
familiar.
Save it for next week. Save it for next week.
I will. What, do you have to go to the bathroom?
You
it's only been 4 hours. No, I just
boy.
watched something yesterday with Louis Teague. That's fucking weird. Oh, was it? I just watched Bachelor Party. Was it that? Can't be.
We'll find out next week.
Oh well. Oh, well.
All right. Thank you, Steve, for joining us on this
Thank
3
you,
hour and
guys.
40-minute episode covering
So close.
1985's Creature.
Yeah,
You didn't think it was possible, but
I
yet
didn't.
here we are.
I didn't. And now, when you spend this long talking about it, you wonder why did you give it a 2? But watch it back and
Hey, brother, I gave it a 3 stars and a heart, okay?
You did.
Yeah,
Thanks for having me, guys. It was a ton of fun.
Oh, yeah, this is the best.
Collision Course, Jewel of the Nile.
Oh, Jewel of the Nile.
He directed Jewel of the Nile and Collision Course, which is the Jay Leno,
Okay.
Pat Morita. It's Rush Hour before Rush Hour.
So he has 2 movies in 1985 because we've already covered Jewel of the Nile.
Sorry, Steve. I know you
Yeah.
didn't want to do this now, but I had to do it. I had to scratch that itch.
Yeah.
My neurodivergency is showing.
You have to get prepared for next week. Simple as
That's
that.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Strap
That's right.
in for cat's eye.
Pretty soon it'll be. And that's all for this episode. We're going to roll straight into the next one.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining
Dude.
us all.
You are so funny. Brandon, do you remember in the beginning when we were like, oh, in some episodes, like Back to the Future, will have to be multiple episodes? We just apparently will do a 12-hour goddamn show on Back to the Future.
If I'm honest, I think we at least packed 2 episodes. Any other podcast is an hour. That's just what hour and a half. That's just
Maybe 90, yeah.
Yeah, that's what people do. Not this fucking show. This fucking show goes 3 to 4 hours, okay? And it's because I think
It's the dedication we put into the product.
What's cracking me up right now is that everyone in the chat has been saying good night for about an hour.
That's another move we do.
Scroll back up the chat. It's like, oh, good night, and then good night again. And then, yeah.
Just like tonight's film, a lot of false endings.
Oh my god. Yeah. Anyway,
my problem is by the time we get to this point, all the work's done, and I just want to hang out with everybody. I love you guys. This is fun.
Right.
I wish we were together. I wish we were all together.
Yeah, that would be. Well, we got a plan. We got a plan,
Yeah,
and we need
that's
to
right.
put that plan into effect.
yeah.
All right. See you there.
All right, I'll quit my rantings till next week when we subject
Looking forward to
Yoko to my rantings.
Can't wait to watch.
She's great. I'm so excited to have Yoko on the show. Okay, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you, Steve, for being here. I love you very much.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you for
having
being
me,
here. I
guys.
love you very much. We will see you all next week. Take care, everybody, and thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I will talk until I get my thing here. And
Love you guys. Please love one another. See you out there.
Take care.
R.I.P. Sam Neill.
R.I.P. Sam Neill. Good night, everybody.